Hello, everyone. It's been a little bit, but thought I'd jump on and stream a little bit more. So, been kind of playing RuneScape. Just was eventually just making some videos, and I kind of ran into the issue where I kind of let me just let up Chrome as well. I kind of ran into an issue where I found out I'm still not 100% with being able to speak while recording. So I can very much what's the best way to say it? Can very much write out or just talk about anything constantly, but when I tried to do a script and follow a script and speak along, I absolutely struggled. So I got through one video, went to go make the second one, and I just for about 4 hours I just could not do one line of just just talking, but I have right in front of me. So definitely am a lot better at just saying whatever and just relaxing. But so I thought I'd just go through it live, see how I go. So the whole idea of this was I wanted to try and get up to where I was when I originally played without any membership. So that is going through finishing Dragon Slayer. And then once we kind of get through Dragon Slayer, I want to then dive into going in, trying to do a lot of the member quests, do a lot of this, find what exactly there is to do. And then from there, I might spend some time and just talk about, I guess, my experiences, my game. I got a bunny here on the webcam. So that's a thing. I think that, so I spent a bit of time leveling. So I guess in between that very first video of me trying and realizing it's just not something I'm good at and speaking directly, I kind of have to be off the cusp. I've been leveling. So I guess the video that never went out, I went through and basically just smashed 3 quests. I got to 20 attack. I went and did cook assistance, earnest chicken, imp catcher, Mr. Lin mysteries, restless ghost, sheep shearer, vampire hunter and witch hunt, and rune mysteries. Pirate's quest, I started. I didn't finish because it was in a complete different direction to where I began. So I thought we'd start with that, finish that off, and then we'll just continue through the list. Obviously, I think the shield. What is it? The shield of Avery? I can't even pronounce it. That was one of the other issues. Knowing that I had to try and at least pronounce things properly did not go well. It feel weird if I'm not trying to pronounce things and just going to a particular place or saying a person's name. It does not work well for me. Oh, look, we got a little mini event. What do we got? Sure, we'll go do it for the funsies when you're at bank. All right. And give me push-ups. But I will say, I was kind of enjoying just being able to edit things. But yeah, I thought let's play and just kind of go from the experiences there and then see how we go. So it'll take us a bit of time. I will say one thing I have been enjoying about RuneScape is I can very much just sit here with one arm and pat a rabbit. So my arm is just sitting down here patting a rabbit's head because they're constantly just demanding it. I did not realize he's changed, and that nearly tripped me out completely. Okay, so I've been jog on that, man. Man, this guy really likes my jogging. So yeah, that's kind of the things I've been doing. I did get a new camera, so it's a little bit different to where I normally sit it. Kind of don't really get to see the bunnies unless they're sitting in their normal sleepy spot, but we can obviously move it as time goes on, try and find a nice spot. I kind of do like the idea of them being at least able to sit here and enjoy doing silly things in the background. Alrighty, cool. That was nice and easy, and we get a camo top. I will like to... something that I guess never will got to see was my outfit for killing the vampire. So I was, 20 attack, 5 defense, and 5 strength, and I was like, I don't know if I can beat this, but I've got a bunch of food from the original video where I picked up a bunch of salmon and trout. And I went, well, we'll just go give it a go. We'll see how we go. What's the worst? We're going to die, and then I can completely just laugh it off because yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. And so I just went for it, managed to kill the vampire just, but I was in an apron because I just obviously did the rum quest to get the key, or the key and the banana that I sold back to the shopkeeper. That's my favorite thing about that quest. You can just pull bananas out and then sell them back to the guy who owned the bananas. Thought it was interesting. I just like that idea that you sell something back to the owner. And we basically just... Oh, hang on. Gotta use the key. And that animation. Alrighty. I remember this one well enough. I always get confused with like the Corsair's treasure and stuff because I just see the word treasure. Is it Corsairs or Corsair? No, the Corsair's curse. What was the other one with the word treasure in it? Or was I just tripping out that I thought I saw word treasure? Don't know. Might have been X marks the spot, I think is what I got confused on. Because the X, and obviously the X mentioned in that scroll there. So I went in, I was wearing an apron. Because I had 5 defense, I got a steel helmet. And because of the 20 attack, I got a mithril sword. So, and a pair of boots that I picked up off the floor. So it was that, this cape, some leather boots, and like I'm pretty sure I had like a wooden shield and just went in and attacked the vampire and was like, yeah, I don't think I got this, but I managed it. So I thought it was just a funny outfit. I bought some iron stuff at the end just because I felt that if I'm going to grind a little bit, at least a bit more armor might help. And I'm still kind of broke on it. Don't have much gold. I'm kind of trying to save like runes and stuff I have to do the magic levels. But after I finished this quest, I did a bit of grinding. So I got everything to attack, finished sort of the objectives that were in that adventure path here. So I've done all that. I haven't touched mining yet, so that's something that might block us tonight. Might be spending a bit of time mining to try and do some of these, just a few free-to-play quests. I don't know what level the dragon is, honestly. Let's have a look. Slayer 1, Old School Runescape. So let's just have a look. What exactly, in terms of level... So he says, otherwise you have to pay 10k gold. So I don't have 33 magic. I do not know what that magic is referring to. I don't actually remember that in the original quest. 37 prayer to protect from magic. So that might be something we need to do. 31. So it might just be spend a bit more time, level up, and see. Okay, it's level 83 dragon. I have a story to tell how I beat this originally, because when I killed it, I am 100% sure from my memory, this dragon did not have... Oh, sorry. This dragon was not instanced. I don't know if it is now. But the other thing was, I'm pretty sure I did not have 40 defense, because I remember specifically farming for 40 defense to buy the rune body plate off the vendor, because the Grand Exchange didn't exist back then. So there was no Grand Exchange. So, I mean, without the Grand Exchange, you kind of were in the trade chat looking for people spamming things, and if they were just spamming things, you, like, being a young child at that stage, just being like, I don't want to talk to people, I don't want to, like, do something wrong. Hell, I have that fear now. I don't like... It's kind of the thing, I don't deal with PoE and stuff very well, because I am 100% afraid of making, like, mistakes in social situations. So it's like, I don't want to do something wrong and then I'm used to doing that quest at really low level, that taking a bit of time, but that guy just got dead. He was made dead. Oh, alrighty. That's one quest done. And we got some gold coins, so that's a plus. Really need them. I don't know. I haven't done Below Ice Mountain. This did not exist originally. So let's give this a go. there's some recommended items. Combat gear or pickaxe if you don't want to fight. I don't know if we actually get experience from... We need, what, 3 coins? A knife. I have a knife in here. I'm blind, though. Blind and struggle to read. I'm absolutely great with that. I surprisingly have a bit of bread and a bit of cooked meat. I did not plan for that. Like, I did think about it last night when I was leveling up. I was like, I should really plan for things, but instead I went and got 40 attack, 40 strength, 40 defense. Well, the 40 attack and 40 strength, 40 attack and 40 defense I got while playing the mobile app, because I was just like on the train heading to work and I'm like, I'm just going to sit down, I'm just going to chillax and slowly level up everything while on the train. So, you know, I think I was just farming frogs because I want the prayer experience as well. So it might be a bit of gold farming before we try Dragon Slayer. Because we could go for getting that prayer up. It probably makes sense to get the magic level up. So, like, it's very much... I don't know, we could do magic too. I kind of wanted to do range and magic as well to level 40 and have this all 40 before... As you can see, I kind of started a pattern here. Things are kind of 40, 40, 40. Fishing, I was kind of doing offline, but I was just fishing shrimp and prawns and just kind of had it left up while I was doing other things on the phone. So I was playing something else and just on the phone just going, yep, fish, done, go back, fish. And I didn't want to leave halfway through, and I was like, I better like do some trout and salmon for food. So, I mean, there's that. So I haven't done this quest, so we're gonna read it and go through it. Hello there. What are you doing all the way out here? Just looking around. Oh, did you lose something? No, I found something. A door. A door? I see doors all the time. What makes you think this one's so special? It's buried beneath a ton of rocks. Could be the entrance to some ancient ruins. Wow, ancient ruins. Are you an archaeologist or something? Archaeologist? Me? Of course, I am. The greatest archaeologist of our time. The name's Willow. Have you not heard of me? I'm afraid I haven't. Are you looking for a way into the ruins? You bet I am, but I don't think there's any other way in. Oh dear, do you have another plan to get in? Potentially, but I won't be able to do it on my own, nor can I leave the area. If I'm not here to guard the entrance, some other archaeologists might come along and steal the glory from me. Maybe you could give me a hand. There could be untold riches within the ruins. Before signing the quest, be aware that one or more skills levels are lower than the recommended. A chance to uncover ancient ruins doesn't happen every day. Of course I'll help. I'm Daijibo, by the way. How do you plan to get in? The entrance is covered in the rocks and rubble. I don't think mining them will work. We'll need something stronger. Who knows what could be inside the ruins? There could be traps or even monsters. No, I think we'll need to get my old crew, excavation team, together. But you'll need to convince them to help us. We didn't part... My camera broke again. Hang on. This has been doing a little bit of funkies. Don't know what's causing it. What's been causing that? We'll give it a go. See if it breaks again. I always hate it when it does that. Anyways, the excavation team together, but we'll need to convince them to help us. We didn't part on the best of terms. What happened? We had a falling out after a dig went wrong. Where can I find your old team and how will they help? To get into the ruins, we'll need to blow up all the rocks blocking the entrance. That doesn't sound too safe. What if the damaged ruins... so we damage the ruins? Surely it's better to go slow and preserve as much as we can. No, we need to get in there as soon as possible. Burnt off the dwarves will do it. He's a master with explosives. Burnt off? What a name. From what I can remember, he's a fan of his drinks. His favourite pub being the Rising Sun Inn in Falador. I'd look there first. Had a rabbit join us. After we've blown the rocks away, we'll need someone to move all the rubble, someone strong. I could do it for you. I'm quite strong myself. Ha ha ha, I don't think so. We need a real strong man, someone with muscles. An old friend of mine, Chakal. Chakal? Should be able to do all the heavy lifting. Oh, okay. Where can I find him? We had quite a rough falling out when we last spoke, but I've heard he's hanging around the barbarian village. Lastly, if my hunch is correct, this place will be covered in traps. We'll need my pal Marley to disarm them. He's the best thief I know. Been doing it for years. I have no idea where he is these days, but his cousin Charlie in Varrock may know. Charlie? You should talk to him. He's normally somewhere near the Blue Moon Inn. You have a rather interesting group of friends, but if they'll turn, I'm afraid, good luck. I did not even read the last words there before I hit the button. Good luck. Once you've recruited one of the team, I'll meet them at the entrance. It's on the west side of the mountain. So it's saying barbarian, which is easy. Charlie the tramp, and there's a. I didn't even know there is a pub in Falador. Oh, there is. Huh. Shows how much I actually look in Falador. We have a great relationship with Charlie the Tramp. He got us we made him fish dinner, so I hope he enjoyed that. We'll find out when we go visit him. And also the lovely pair of pants we bought him, leather chaps. That happened in the first video, so it's not totally unlost, never to see story that I have told before. We got a beginner clue scroll, and I was like, oh yeah, this will be funny. We'll just go on this little adventure, see what's happening. And turns out I was like just sent on a little mission to help Charlie. That's it. Wasn't anyone else, just Charlie. Buy us a drink? Are you burnt off? I might be, I might not. Buy us a drink and find out. Hick. Fine, I'll get you a beer. Thanks a bunch. What ales are you serving? We've got Astronaut, Wizard Bomb, Dwarven Scout, all for only 3 coins. I assume we need Dwarven Stout. Where's my beer? Here you go. Ah, let a fine taste. Hick, I love Dwarven Shout. So, are you burnt off? Yes, I am. Hick. What kind of dish dwarf do you need? For? He's great at reading scripts, as you can tell, by just trying to follow the lines that were in front of me. Willow sent me. She needs your help with a job. Willow. Now that's a name I daren't to forget. What do you mean? Willow always incited on changing me ways. I know explosives. Just because I lost a couple of me fingers a few years back doesn't mean I'll do it again. Hick. I knew the exact amount of dynamite needed to blow that Richful shaft. We would have been set for life. I thought you were a team of archaeologists. Archaeologists? Sure, if that's what you want to call us. Willow sent me to get you. She's found a new dig site and needs your expert knowledge on explosives. Hick. Tells you what, if you beat me in a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors, I'll join the team. Whisper, we'll have to play the game upstairs away from everyone. The rules are followed. We both pick a sign and then we say rock, paper, scissors afterwards. Scissors, we show our signs. It's just the best of 3 games. Now pick what you are going to show. He's always going to do rock, isn't he? Nope. Okay, so he's too drunk, so no matter what I do, I'm always going to win. Yes, I put out hit rock, I think. Okay, then, I guess the first round goes to me. Rock? Pair of changed scissors. I won. That's 2 rounds for me, so we have a... Hold it right there, Hip, bud. I think I won that round, but rock beat scissors. Yes, that is correct, but you chose paper, so I win. Whatever, let's play the last round. Scissors. Chose rock. Well, it looks like I win, so I don't have to help you. Are you sure? Okay, Baronoff, I clearly beat you. Check my hand again. Beard, you did. A deal's a deal. I'll help you out. But I think I'll need one more drink before I hit the road. Tina, bring me another beer, please. Sure thing, Baronoff. I'll be right there. I'm pretty sure, at least in Australia, giving people drinks after they're already drunk is probably not something they really do, but apparently to dwarves, just let them drink. Here you go. Thanks, Shatina. I always read that wrong now because I'm trying to read it drunk. So I'm just like absolutely struggling. I've said something there and I completely missed it. Alrighty. Where are we at? We need to now head to... Okay, so we got a basic... Do we have to talk to them her each time, or can we... Just thinking, can I just... Do I have to talk to her each time, or does it just let me go to the next one? Collect meat, bread, and a knife to make sandwich. Use a knife. It does say just recruit, so it doesn't seem like it's too bad. So we might not have to always go to him, which is good. I kind of thought, do I have to keep going back and forth? Which sounds like a RuneScape quest, to be honest. Every time I seem to ever need to do a RuneScape quest, it's go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, until... well, until you finish the quest, really. But yeah, tends to be quite a common thing. Alright, this is one of the guys. What do you want, little man? Nothing, just thought I'd try to strike up a conversation. Oh no, it's not this one. I thought it was this guy, because... Is it Edgeville? I thought it was a barbarian village he was hanging out in. Hey, this guy. I thought it was that guy, because I keep seeing people talk to while I was leveling up here. Hello there, I'm Dagobert. I'm looking for a man named Checkle. That would be me, sir. What can I do for you? I was told to come find you. Willow has found a new dig. Stop right there. You can tell Willow she can do the heavy lifting herself. And why is that? Willow does not appreciate the amount of work that goes into building my physique. I would not help her lift a shrimp. I take great pride in these muscles, and it hurts me to the core to hear such insults. Again, struggle to read. But we need your help. She's found a new archaeological dig site and needs you to help clear the entrance. Archaeological dig site. Why is Willow interested in starting a dig site? She said there could be some ancient ruins, even an untouched hoard of gold and treasure. Ah, that makes sense. Sigh, you poor lad. What do you mean? Nothing. Look, I will help you, but first you must prove your strength to me. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. I'm pretty strong. That is true, but you are strong in both body and mind. Oh god, not puzzles. Yes. To be true, strong man, you do not just need big muscles. No, you must have self-control and unrelenting desire to push yourself to become stronger. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I would ask you to train with my old friend and trainer Atlas, one of the strongest barbarians I know. You can find him in the hall north of here. If you can survive his rigorous training program, I shall offer you my help. How do you know he'll train me? Tell him I sent you, and he will train you. Alright then, I'll go speak to Atlas. Farewell. Assume it's Atlas. I mean, this guy must think I'm relatively strong, because I've been literally murdering every single one of the barbarians around him. What do you want, little man? I've come here to talk to you. Checkle said you could train me. He said you're the strongest barbarian he knows. Oh, did he now? What makes you think I would train you? Come on then, out with it already. Well, he said he wouldn't. I'm just pulling your leg. Any friend of Checkle's a friend of mine. Please don't scare me like that. It's a force of habit. It comes with barbarian lifestyle. But to apologize, I'll give you a free lesson. Oh really? How much would this usually cost? Around 25k per session. That's a lot of money. No price is too much for a good workout. Are you ready to start the training session? Yes. We'll find out. It's all math, isn't it? Gentlemen, you need to get into shape. Alright. Why is that? It's not all about strength. You need to get some cardio into. Why is the barbarian taking me to Varrock to do the training though? Why not Barbarian Village catch? Was I meant to click something to catch that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure I did 2 in the first one before I started counting, but I wasn't really paying too much attention. You need to be tough to be strong, man. Show me what you've got. Come on. Apparently. A very strong man was once a beginner who refused to give up. The references in this quest are just great. Alrighty. You need to push yourself. I kind of like the music too. The music's quite nice. Oh, that was actually quite fun to watch. Is it still going? Yep, okay. She's going to chuck it and I'm going to catch it this time. Always strive to do your best. That is the strongest way. I assume that's what that was. I completely missed it. Oh, I enjoy just enjoying watching it for a bit. Very proud of you. You've shown grit, determination, and iron will. You are a true strongest man at heart. That was exhausting. I've never worked so hard in my life. And for that, I am proud. Now, show us what you've got and flex those muscles. You have locked the flex emote. My work is done. Return to Checkle, show off him your newfound muscles. I mean, clearly we're going to play that song again because that was great. Here we go. Barbarian workout. So do we just have to go in front of him and do it, or do I actually have to talk to him? My goodness, those muscles are exquisite. I can't tell how he would know that in all the armor I'm wearing, but I'll definitely help a man who shows that much dedication to their physique. Fantastic. Willow said that she'd meet you by the entrance on the west side of Ice Mountain. Thank you, friend. I will meet you there. Alright, that's another one recruited, I assume. That's all it really says. Primer shield. Assume that is something to do with... Let's have a look. Huh. I don't know where that emote came from, to be honest. Somewhere, I assume, but we'll work it out. Don't pay too much attention to how I unlock the emote. English. How I unlock the emotes. Although I think most of them are from events. Most of them, at least. Mime stuff. I remember the Goblin Salute and Bow. Not too many, actually. Party, Relic Unlocked, Explore. Crazy Dance, Skill Cape. Hypermobile Drinker. Zombie Hand. Interesting. I haven't actually looked at the emotes for a while, so I'm just trying to work them out, really. I wonder if I can just straight up go in there and talk to the guy to make me a sandwich, or do I need to talk to Charlie the Tramp first? I'm assuming I can just go up to the cook and ask him. So he says, ask Blue Man for a steak. Ask the cook. So the cook? What do you want? I'm busy. Don't think. Can you sell me food? I suppose I could sell you some cabbage if you're willing to pay for it. Cabbage is good for you. Oh, I haven't got any money. Why are you asking to sell food if you haven't got any money? Can you give me any free food? Can you give me any free food? Why would I want... Oh, free money. Why should I give you free food? Oh, forget it. Alright. I have to go talk to... Normally these quests are a bit nicer in terms of explaining what to do, but not a big deal. Alright, let's go change the song, because if I have to listen to the same song, I might actually go insane. Let us listen to... So put on random, because then it will just play. Awesome. Spare me any change? I'm looking for a name, Marley. Have you seen him? Ah, Marley, my cousin. He's always getting himself into trouble. Oh, really? Do you know where I could find him? It's been a while since I've seen him. Last I heard, he got caught in the middle of a robbery and had to flee Varrock. Something to do with him trying to steal a set of wizard robes from the museum. Great, so I'm dealing with a criminal. Afraid so. Marley is no stranger to authorities. Knowing him, he's probably hanging out in Edgeville ruins till the attention dies down. I'll try there. Perfect. I'll go look for him. I realize that I didn't need to do that. That was actually what was happening there. I did not even need to read that. I could have just went and did this. Alrighty. Alright. So, turns out it wasn't even... I was complaining about this not being right, but in reality it was more right than what... more right than what I expected, because it was already giving me the answer and where I need to go for it. I'm getting messages from my wife that she can't kill the boss in Diablo. Oh dear. Alrighty, let us head up and see if we can find this guy. So I assume he's just somewhere up here. Go find it. Alright, nice and easy. I mean, he's not really hiding, he's just kind of lurking about in ruins, really. I guess no one's really coming up here to look for him. Alright. Game's just going to slowly edge around here. I remember doing some cooking, so I was leveling up cooking here. And I'm pretty sure this guy either had a bot or a macro, and he was just clicking back and forth here. I think it was a bot that got stuck. I was just watching it. I'm like, this is the most sussest behavior I think I've ever seen. Hey there, would you happen to be Marley? I could be, depends on who's asking. If you're with the Varrock City Guard, I had nothing to do with the robbery at the museum. I don't even know what I do with some wizard robes. No, what robbery? Wizard robes? Robbery? Sorry, sir. First, I've heard of a robbery. Look, I'm not here with the City Guard. Willow sent me to find you. She needs your help. Willow. I'm afraid I don't recall Willow. Are you sure? She said you were old pals. Nope, I'm sure. Only Willow I know is a type of tree. But then again, my memory is a bit hazy due to how hungry I am. You're too hungry to remember your friend. Yep, been a while since I had a nice hot meal. Sai, would you like me to get you something to eat to help jog your memory? Oh, what a kind offer. I couldn't say no. Fine, I'll be back in a... Whoa. Hold your horses, friend. I can't just eat anything. I have a very specific dietary requirements. Don't be like that. I don't want nothing fancy, just a steak sandwich from the Blue Moon Inn in Varrock. Why don't you go and get one then? Slight problem, friend. I've been barred and the chef won't make me another one. Something about stealing from the punters? I can't remember. Sigh, fine. I'll go get you the sandwich. Will you help Willow? Of course. Oh, and by the way, don't bother with the bartender. Just ask the chef. Trust me. Alright, I'll be back momentarily with your sandwich. He asked for a nice hot meal. I'm pretty sure this meat has been sitting in my bank, like... I don't even know, like, since I killed the vampire. This bread is from the beginning that you spawn with. I mean, a knife doesn't get doesn't need to be hot. So that's not a big deal, but he's going to have a bit of a cold sandwich that's been sitting in a bank. Unless the banks have some sort of freezing technology, that might work. Don't know really if that does it or not. Have to wait and see, I guess, for that guy. Trying to pet a rabbit, but not moving their heads enough. Cheeky buggers not wanting her pats. Alrighty, so I'll go hand in this quest here, and then we will... should be good to go then. So I realized I could have clicked them, and that loads up the sort of information. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty simple. It's one, although I do hate when you play, and it's even like in Diablo 4 this, like you play and your character is literally a dumbass, like just completely oblivious to the fact that this person sounds completely sus. It's like, this kind of sucks. Character's not that smart. Just a murder hobo that just follows orders. But hey, I mean, if you put a little marker above the head or just say this is a quest, I'm sure people will do anything for rewards. Have to wait and see. I have a feeling we're breaking into the dwarf treasury or something. I assume that is exactly what this is actually. Anyways, not a big deal. Let's go talk to the chef this time and actually do this properly and not just assume where I'm going, because that does not help. Actually read the guide. I think that works a lot better. Lot better, not block bed. I think I was looking at the bread and said bread. What do you want? I'm busy. I was wondering if you would be able to make me a steak sandwich. We don't get many food orders here. Last person, one of them barred from thieving. Oh, no, it's for me. Really? No, it's for Marley. I knew it. I'm not making another meal for that thieving get to clear off. At least tell me why you hate him so much. I know what it's like, not knowing where your next meal's going to come from, so I let him eat here for free. The minute I turn my back, he's caught red-handed trying to pickpocket one of our patrons. We gave him the boot there and then. Well, fair enough, but it's just one sandwich. He's not even in Varicom, he's moved off to Edgeville. No chance, mate. It's the principle. I won't make food for such a low-class criminal. Please, I really need Marley's help, and he'll only offer it if we get him a steak sandwich. Well, I suppose if I give you the recipe, you can make it yourself. Great. I can't imagine it's that hard to make. Watch your mouth. Making steak sandwiches is a delicate art. Sorry, of course it is. What's the recipe then? To start, you need to get some prime beef meat from a cow. The fields of Lumbridge are great sauce. Cook it up. Medium rare is perfect. Don't cook it for too long or you'll burn it. Then, you need to take the bread. I recommend making it fresh, but to each their own. Slice it in half and slide the beautifully cooked beef between the two halves. Hey, and presto, you've got yourself a delicious, perfectly made steak sandwich. Whoa, is that it? Some beef between a loaf of bread? It's harder than it sounds. Now get out there before I whack you one for being so rude. Look pretty easy. What do you think? Do I get like the ability to make steak sandwiches now myself? I assume so because I can eat it. I don't think it gave me any cooking experience though. Maybe because it's not cooking and it's just putting steak in between some bread. Let's have a look. Dog pie. It's not really a meat either, it's a sandwich. Vegetable, definitely. Interesting. Cakes. Pizzas. Pizzas is always good. I love making pizza. Alrighty. So let's go hand this in, and then we basically head off to the excavation. No, you said evacuation. Head off to the evacuation. I don't think that's what I meant. Come back here or pickaxe if you don't want to fight. I'm just gonna run past them, doesn't matter. Talk with Verlo at the dungeon entrance on the west side of Ice Mountain. Defeat the level 25 Ancient Guardian to with level 10 mining, mine the 4 pillars in the corner. Watch the cutscene to finish the quest. Fair enough. Seems pretty easy. Very much run this way. I feel like this might take a bit of time. Didn't really help that I'm in armor. Tend to be in armor, you obviously run a bit slower. That tends to be my issue actually when I play. I feel like I know agility is meant to like recover your run speed, so it feels like I get caught up with like that sort of thing where it's like I don't want to start mining or wood cutting or anything until I get level 40 attack, so I can then use the level rune weapon or rune tools, I guess is a better word from not weapons. And then I haven't done that, so then the next thing I'm stuck worrying about doing agility because, or I guess that's sort of going to be the issue when I go members. Really, I'm going to sit there and do agility and be like, I need to level up so I can run quicker and run restores quicker. And yeah, I tend to find myself getting caught up with that a bit too easy. Hey Marley, I've managed to get your steak sandwich. Just in time for my afternoon snack. Pass it over. Pass in the sandwich. I was going to say how fresh it is, I assume. Not quite as good as the usual, but it hit the spot. Are you finally done? Yes, I am, so I'll honor my side of the deal and head off to find Willow. Finally, you can find her on the west side of Ice Mountain. Excellent, I'll be on my way then. Alrighty. Well, that's everyone. I guess I should head off the entrance to the west side of Ice Mountain. Alrighty. External resources. I don't think I need that much information on this quest. I guess unless you want to know when it was added. Could be that. Or it could have actually... Was it a members quest and then became free to play? I feel like I remember the name. I don't remember doing it. Let's have a look. Let's see when it was ended while we're chilling here. We'll just see what it is. When was it added? Trivia. At the beginning of the workout scene, when the player is running north towards Farrell Castle to minus friend them. This may be a reference. No, that's to Rocky. They will remark that the master skill strength when Willow states variable will need to move from explosion. This does not affect the quest. That's neat. What due to Alice training cutscene due to festival override. I did not actually see when the quest was added. Oh, 14th of April 2021. Yeah. Definitely did not do this quest. Like sitting there going through like all the quests, the trivia looking for it when it's bloody at the very top of the screen where I was looking at it, like literally went past it. Where on earth is this? Is it showing? Yeah, okay, so we can go around that way. I thought it'd be like here rather than there, but that's fine because that makes my life a bit easier. I'm just gonna ignore him. Should be fine. He's only level 33. 40 defense should hopefully keep me alive. Wonder if I... That's another one I gotta do, which I need to probably actually go farm for that. Again, need smithing and mining to do it. Because I kind of feel like I'm a bit, I guess, off in terms of leveling there. That's everyone gathered. Interesting company for an archaeologist to keep. Shrugs, how many archaeologists do you actually know? Well, Exactly. So, who are you to judge? Anyway, we're all here and ready to break in. I mean evacuate the entrance. Excavate the entrance. Are you ready? Who knows what's inside the ruins? Yes. I'm ready. As well, let's head in. Right, that's everyone gathered. Thank you, Dajibo, for all your help. Oh, it was no... Okay, everyone. We've wasted enough time. Let's crack this door open. Burn off, you're up. Try not to blow up the entire mountain this time. Yes, ma'am. Let's get this rock out of the way. Just got to place this here. And a little bit of dynamite here. And there we go. Now let's light the fuse. What are you doing standing there? What do you mean? Everyone run for cover. You best be... Wait, what? Clock's ticking, lad. Man, that screen shake. I feel like it could have done without it. Blowing them up. That was a tad bit explosive, don't you think? My eyes are still ringing. My ears, not eyes. My eyes are still ringing. My eyes were ringing from the shaking, though. Quit your moaning. It did the job, didn't it? He's right. The rocks have been broken up. Checkle, it's your turn. Of course, ma'am. I'll get to work. Has to work clearing out the rubble. I was kind of expecting the rocks to kind of disappear as he did that. The work is done, Willow. My apologies it took too long. Don't be sorry, Checkle. Gotta put those muscles to use somehow. Alright, Marley. In you go. Let's know if you find anything. Right. In I go. Wish me luck, Dajibo. Try not to die. Try not to die. Don't die. Right, let's see what's hidden. Surprises you have in store for me. That would have been nasty. Is that it? I thought this place would be better protected. Now to disarm it. Maybe this will work. That got it. Alright guys, it's safe. Come on in, I think. I think. Clearly not, because I have to fight something. Well, this place is amazing. I can't believe this was hidden away. I wonder how long it's been here that I've touched. You're impressed? There's nothing here but dust and fallen rocks. You didn't find anything exciting? You don't find this exciting? As an archaeologist, I thought you were thrilled about the discovery. Thrilled? What's there to be excited about? I don't see any gold, diamonds, rare gems, or piles of lost treasure. It's all about the money, though, right? We've potentially discovered the long-lost ruins of an ancient civilization. Of course it's all about money. I've always been all about the money, you fool. I don't understand. We're not a team archaeologist, you idiot. We're grave robbers, looking for the next score. So the entire time you've just using to help break up into his ruins and hope of finding someone else's treasure. Yep, and you're surprisingly easy to convince. I'd admit to you being a tremendous help, Dajibo, but your usefulness has come to an end. I'm afraid I can't simply let you leave here. Why not? I can't risk you running to authorities and telling them about our little gang. We're wanted quite a few large cities across. This is where I'm going to have to try and pronounce the city, and I'm not going to. It's like Gillinor. I'm afraid this is the end of the road for you, Dajibo. This ruin is about to become your tomb. Hick, whoops. What was that noise? It wasn't me. What's happening? It feels like the quaking has finally stopped. Holy Zamarok. What is that thing? Checkle, take it down. I'm a muscleman, not a fighter. I think we should get out of here, Willow. You're right. Marley, burn off, we're leaving. I can't believe they ran so quickly. I suppose I should take care of this thing. Okay, we're just like, we'll kill it. What does it say when we examine it? The guardian of this ancient ruin. I mean, we got 40 attack. 40 attack, 40 strength, 40 defense. I got a feeling this thing isn't really going to be that much of an issue. Okay, it hit a 7. And a 5. Alright. See, I did comment on it not being that bad, but turns out it kind of sucks. So, let's do that. Just slightly, just see if that helps at all. Oh, I hit a 10. That's the first 10 I think I've seen so far. Alright, excellent. I was a little scared then. I saw that 7 was like, nope. That monster showed up at the perfect time. I would have been toasted. Willow and her gang had their chance of attack. Speaking of which, maybe they left something behind I can salvage some kind of reward from. Looks like Willow left a bag behind. Maybe there's something it could take. I thought that was part of the tomb, to be honest. Pile of coins. What's that noise? Please don't be another rock monster. What the? Bless my beard. Yeah, get a bit of money. I assume it's just immediately going to go talk to him. Wow, I honestly didn't expect to see a dwarf in these ruins. I can't believe it. Yeah, exactly. It's been so long since I've heard another person's voice. How did you find me? To be honest, it was all a bit of an accident. What do you mean? There was a gang of, well, I thought they were archaeologists, but it turned out they were a gang of grave robbers. I helped them clear the entrance, these rebels, and we worked our way in, only to wake up a monster. They ran off and left me to defeat it. That wasn't a monster. Well, it looked menacing enough. That was one of the guardians of this once great city. City? Yes. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. Kamidozal. Home of the Imikando dwarves. Game, don't throw words at me I can't pronounce. These halls once bustled with life. But what was a long time ago, I'm the only one left. The name's Ramonaro. I'm Daijibo, and you have me at a loss for words. I've never even imagined these would be a whole city. There'd be a whole city down here. Not much of a city anymore, I suppose. I guess I didn't help with that. Sorry about breaking into your home and killing your guardian. We have plenty more. No real hold down. That said, I do think I might have a way for you to make up for it. There'll likely be something in it for you as well. My workshop is just north of here. Meet me there and we can talk further. Interesting. And that was that quest. I assume any quests that are in here. It's kind of cool. Tetra, cave eel, baronite, copper, clay, tin, anvil, obviously a bank there. Wouldn't be too bad of a little place, I guess, to mine some of the beginning stuff. I mean, it's all copper. Yeah, 2 tin, 1 copper is not a whole lot though. 2 copper, 1 tin. I bet the bank is quite close, so it could be useful just to level. Hello again. Ah, Dajibo, you made it. So tell me about this proper. Chimera's the shadow of once it was. We Imkenendo. Is it Imkendo dwarves? I'm just going to say dwarves were the finest artisans in the world, but now I'm all that remains. Today, you'll only find echoes of our once great city, but that which was once great can still be great again. We dwarves know that better than most. There is hope for the future, but I need your help. What do you need? We have a sacred forge. You will find none other like it in the world. Some of the greatest weapons of legend started life here. The forge could be the key to our future, but it's going out. It does. I fear it will never. If it does, I fear it will never be lit again. I can no longer gather the fuel it needs, but perhaps you can. Fuel? Baronite. You'll need. I only find in these ruins. If you can gather some for me, I can use it to keep the forge lit. In return, I'll let you take what you want from the Great Vault. I no longer have use of anything in the vault besides material possession, meaning nothing compared to the fire of the sacred forge. So I find Baron in the ruins and bring it to you. Doesn't sound too fair. Where should I start? Any way you like. These ruins are filled with it, so anything you do should yield. If you need more information on specific things you can do, let me know. Can I use the forge? I'm afraid not. Sacred forge is like everyone's existence, only who can use it correctly. What makes it so special? Truth be told, I don't fully know. It's far older than I am, supposedly built in the early days of the city. What I do know is that it's imbued with a powerful magic. Some say that of gods themselves, the forge powers the entire city, so all what's left of it. I've been doing the best to keep it lit for years. It's not a job I'm capable of anymore though, that's why I help you. Or even open the Great Vault. What is in the Great Vault? Well, what is the Great Vault? Marvel's the city. We used to store great creations along with most interesting finds. Of course, I have no use for the treasures myself. I'd happily give them up for Sacred Forge alive. Now be warned, I won't be able to channel much power into the vault. I can't afford to waste too much Baronite. You'll have to find a limit of time in there. Alright. For a minute, I suppose 750 shards should do the trick. If you want to go in longer, I suggest heading to the back first. That's where the most valuable things are kept. Is there anything you want to know? Let's give this a go. I have not actually done this before, and I think it'd sound interesting. But 750 for a minute might be quite a while. Although I was saying I need to do mining, so I assume if we can. So I throw them in. I assume I'm going to need a pick. Let's go have a look. Give it a go, see how painful it is to actually mine it. So what's this way, sir? I'm going to spin around the camera a little bit because I see things on the floor. Copper. Take pickaxe barrel. But if I drop it, do I get... It's just a bronze one? It is a bronze one. Damn it. I thought I could cheat and get some better ones. Okay, so it's just mining the walls, really. Okay, and we need mining of 14. We go a little while. Sure. We'll just spend some time and just do some copper, I guess. This guy's probably just staring at me going, why is they mining copper? It's probably actually quite easy to go knock that out. I could also, if I actually thought about it, you know, equipped it, but I forgot to change my scimitar off, so we'll just mine this. Mine one set of tin. That way we can smelt it a bit later on. Get a bit of levels up. Had a feeling we're going to need to do this. We need to do it for some of the other quests as well. I think Doric's quest needs mining, which I think is smithing though. Let's have a look. Unnoted, unnoted, unnoted. 15 mining to get yours by yourself. Boostable. Is it smithing though? Yeah, mining. Okay, so it does give mining experience. So if I get... The iron's probably the only thing I need. Could obviously just farm the iron. I can get it off the guys, can't I? So if I go get 6 clay, kill the dwarves until I get some iron, that would let me... Yeah, that should work. Then I could get 1,300 experience. Maybe then I'll farm it offline, the other all of this gem here. Get that and then get enough to do a couple runs or see how long I can go with a run and just see what we can do, what's actually in there. I can't imagine there might be something interesting, might not. I guess it's just a little mini game really. I don't mind those sort of timer based things. Played a lot of Vault Hunters, so that's pretty much the same thing. Well, I haven't been in there, so can't really answer that. Anyways, that's fine. We can do Doric's quest. If I go while we load up that, I'll load up the wiki because I'm pretty sure iron I can get from drops from dwarves by killing them. Iron rock, void, simple lockbox. Yeah, dwarf, regular, 1 of 32. Might take a little while, but that's not too bad. Anything else that makes it a bit easier? Doesn't look like cave goblin miner. Got a feeling that those are not going to be farmable for me. At least until I get up to members, but yeah, that's fine. Super easy, so we can always just kill dwarves for a little bit, and that will let me do the next bit for it. We'll go throw the pickaxe back in there. I don't think I'm going to need it again. I'm trying not to go and buy the stuff. Like, I can't just go buy it, obviously, and then be like, I'm done, but it doesn't feel as good. Like, I feel like the whole concept of... That's not the right one. It's here. I kind of like the idea of spending my time and going to actually do the quest. It feels like it's a bit more worth it. Otherwise, I'm kind of just, at that point, you know, just buying the stuff and then running in there and doing the quest. It's just, you know, checkpoints. Maybe when it gets a bit harder and later on, I might consider doing like a, hey, I need to go get XYZ, let me go just buy it off the auction house or to Grand Exchange and then go from there. But yeah, I feel like it might be a bit of a downward trend once I kind of do it once. I'm just going to probably keep going and just buying everything. So at least let's try to do Dragon Slayer 1 without it. See how we go. If, again, find we're struggling, then we'll worry about it later on. Does it actually say in here 1,300? I don't think that's... Might be level 10. I don't know what 1,300... Higher than level 7. That's probably the best way to look at it. Just looking at sort of like the levels that I have close by. A lot of things are just over 40 now. Yeah. Might not be, because I think prayer's less though. It's probably not the best plot to find farm dwarves, but they should die quite quickly, so it's not too bad. See if we can get the iron. Save a bit of time. And then we'll look at what's next, I guess, while we do that. If I go like this, I can do Demon Slayer. That would be quite easy. It's more combat focused, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. Romeo and Juliet I haven't done. Prince Ali Rescue, super easy. Goblin Diplomacy, sorry, not Democracy. This is the issue I had, just reading things. Just does not go too well for me. Lucky it's only 2 iron, because I feel like I could be here for a bit. 132, so what? Well, if we're unlucky, we'll have to kill probably a couple hundred dwarves. If we're super lucky, we could get it in the next few drops. But I got a feeling that's not going to be the case. We'll wait and see. Probably could have chose the best spot where they're closer together though, thinking about it. And also not running around bloody evergreen trees and... Come on. I mean, that's just a dwarf in a shirt, so that's not too bad. I probably can kill him too. Just seeing if we can get some iron. Does it feel... Take the bronze bar because I can use it in smithing. I feel a bit weird going to this dwarf and being like, hey, can I use your like anvils? And he's like, yeah, sure, you need to do this quest for me. It's like, oh yeah, here's this iron, I happen to have it already. Just don't ask me where I got the iron from. You might not like the answer. Just might not like it, we'll see. The answer's probably, you'll probably be incredibly upset that I've murdered a couple hundred dwarves to get this iron. Just trying to keep that run up. It's the only issue, I guess, running around in armor. I guess at this level I could, well, at least fighting these guys, I could just run without it and use it, because it's just not that heavy. Come on, little friend. You keep running around trees. I guess there's a lot more here, so I could kind of attack them there. I assume if I do that, though, the guard's going to attack me. It'd be a bit weird if they didn't attack me. And I have a feeling those guys don't drop iron. Find out. So if I attack them, do I get the guards on me? No? Rightio. I expected the guards to attack me if I did this. Interesting. Kind of felt like that mechanic would be a thing. But apparently they don't care about the people they're guarding. So, that's fine. That makes it easier. There's more people sort of walking around this little area. If I'm lucky, I can get my attack up a little bit more so that things kind of hit more often. That's at least my understanding of the stats. Again, I think when I used to play, I used to just level strength because, well, strength was like, I hit harder and that's fun. As someone who was younger back then, I think the bigger the number, the better. Didn't matter how often. So like everything was 40 to do Zrune. And then like, I think my attack only got to like 52 before I kind of burnt myself out as a younger child found something else to play. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Definitely, I think Dragon Slayer is super easy to do, at least for a little major goal. Then we'll have a look at, I guess, what's next in members and just kind of probably go for Questcape would be fun. I think it would take a lot more than just, doing, I guess, quest. It'd probably be a bit of grinding, but I can always do that grinding in between. As long as it's not just all agility, because I want to be able to run quicker. Otherwise, that's what happens. Ah, coal. I got excited because I thought, oh, look, an ore dropped, but not the one we need. Apparently, I can't reach that. I'm killing them too quick. And they haven't yet. Oh, there's one there. Okay. I was hoping that there wouldn't be... I was hoping there would be more showing up. No, there wouldn't be more showing up. Alright. That guy dropped a hammer. That's not what I need. Yeah, I have a feeling the luck of farming these guys is not going to be that great, but again, putting my attack up. I guess, in all fairness, you could sit there and just farm and just down in the mines down below here and just take it up into Falador Bank and back and forth. Takes a bit of time though. Definitely feels like it could be a little bit slow. These guys are definitely not spawning quicker than I want them to. That or they just hiding off screen, which seems to be the case actually. The time they're not actually visible. Alrighty. We got bones, small bones. I think this is always kind of the thing of the game. It's just kind of taking your time and chilling and relaxing. Kind of enjoy it. Although, both bunny rabbits have left. And they're now behind me. They're cheeky. I was hoping I could give them more pats, but they seem a bit more interested in chilling on the mat in their usual spot. It's not cold enough for them today to be cuddling up, so they're just gonna probably have a nap soon. That or they're gonna run around like crazy. I haven't worked it out yet. We'll see what happens in a few hours when they run around and get a little bit hyper because it's nighttime and everyone's still up. Alrighty. I think if we can't get it... If we do it like maybe 20, or let's put it this way, if we level up, then we'll go do mining because the chances are we're not going to be getting what we need. And it'll just take too long. Get 15, get the 2 wall, and then hand in the quest. And I think with that, yeah, I guess the benefit of that too is I can then start focusing on like going and getting the smithing levels up, because that's obviously something I need to do too. Smithing for a couple of the other quests. Oh, there's one. Alright. Seems like we're not going to be that unlucky. If we can get them 2 in a row, that'd be fun. And... Nah, I was hoping I could do a little cheer and get 2 in a row, but... I hate it when I get a little too excited for the lottery of 1 in 32. Don't mind that odd. It's not terrible. We only really have got to nearly, what, halfway through to 41 attack, is it? Yeah, 41 attack. So, it's not too bad. I kind of need the prayer levels, so that kind of is obviously useful. How are we going? That's just going to take a bit of time. Alrighty. Get some coal. Alrighty. I'm hoping. We've gotten more coal than iron ore, which I feel like coal would be a less drop. I feel like being lucky with coal. I guess it... I'm sitting there going, is coal... Considering the dwarf probably used the coal more than the iron, maybe coal would be a higher drop. I could sit there and stare at it too, but I mean, at that stage, I gotta like look around from it. I like how it just says "or buy them from the Grand Exchange." It's just not even. I kind of feel like if you're just buying things at the Grand Exchange, you kind of at that point just kind of ticking a box. I don't mind prepping for a quest, like getting everything ready and then just going for it, but yeah, kind of just having everything you need and buying it is at least feels like it takes a bit of the fun out of it. Takes a bit of the quest out of it, really. It's just, you know, fulfilling the objectives. Alrighty. 4 coins, that's not helpful. I feel like it should be just slightly killing these guys quicker, but it doesn't seem like it. I was hoping to kind of kill them. Berry Bones and Nature Rune. Alright. It's kind of just enough time for them to come back up. I wonder if the guards would actually drop it too. I don't think it said it when I had a quick look at that wiki. It just looked like it was, oh, perfect. Oh, that was actually easy, I think, for leveling up to 15 mining. So now we get the fun part of slowly walking over there. So we do that. We can head to Varrock, do Romeo and Juliet, seeing I haven't done that. That's just more walking around. I don't think there's anything too much I need from that. So it's been a while since I've done that one. Yeah, talk to Julie in the West, hatching a plan, get some cavada berries, and then bring it back. So super easy, just needs the berries, which I can just find to the far right, I think it is. While I'm there, if I pick up raspberries, I can also do what is it? Let's have a look. I'm trying to find it, but my eyesight is doing terrible in spotting the quest. The Night Sword, which I need 1 more iron bar, which might be more annoying than anything, to be honest. I wonder if I can get... I think there's iron bars out in the wilderness. That seems like it's a easy way to also just level up smithing, because 12k smithing. The other question is, do I need any mining level? Yeah, 10 mining level boostable. So that'll be for there. Or obviously. Yes, it's just the iron ore that I need to worry about. So if I just do 2 iron bars, but 4 if I want to make my own sword, which is kind of annoying. I want to use your anvils. My anvils get enough work of my own use. I make pickaxes and it takes a lot of hard work. If you could get me some more materials, then I could let you use them. We'll sign this quest. Be aware that one of your skills is love and recommended. Yes. Yes, I'll get you the materials. Clay is what I use more than anything to make the casts. Could you get me 6 clay, 4 copper, and 2 iron? Or please, I could pay a little and let you use my anvils. Take this pickaxe with you if you need it. You know it's funny, you should require those exact things. What do you mean? I can usually fit 28 things in my backpack, and in a world full of quite literal limited possibilities, a complete coincidence has occurred. I don't understand what you're saying. Well, out of pure coincidence, despite definitely not knowing what you were about to request, I just so happened to have carried those exact items. In fact, in the exact quantities too. Oh my, that is a coincidence. Pass them here, please. I can spare you some coins for your trouble, and please use my anvils anytime you want. Okay, that gets us to level 10. Black pickaxe. Didn't even know there were black pickaxes. I also finished off the pass using that, so that's a lovely little thing to see. That's one thing I've completely completed. Usage and quests. I'm not looking for that. Smithing table products. Item sources. 1 in 16 of White Knights. That's level 38 for that. I could do that. White Knights. So as long as they're the... Wait. White Knight level 38, then White Knight level 38? I'm just looking at the drop tables. And they're listed twice. We have, oh, so quantity of 2, it will drop more often, but quantities of 1. So if we can kill, what, 30 knights, we might get enough of it. That's not too bad. Just like staring at my other screen to do math for it. Yeah, that's fine. I think we can do that too. I'm here, so I might as well just smash that out, actually. This is all I've got for food, so we'll just take whatever I've got, really, and just burn through it. Wonder if I could find a safe spot and range them. Because I wouldn't mind that, just being able to safe spot them for a bit. So I do want to, the only reason I kind of want to... Sorry. The only reason I want to do that is might as well make like a bonus of the sword. I kind of find it fun collecting that stuff as you go. So if we have a look for level 38 White Knights, let's see how hard they hit. So they're the ones with little yellow heads on them. I guess I'm not really wearing much decent armor though, so that kind of makes it a bit harder. I assume they're going to hit quite hard when they actually hit. Also 52 is quite a lot in terms of health. We're hitting 8 on them still. 6, that's not too bad. I do look forward to when I hit double digits. I love the sort of... There's something about enjoyment when you hit the double digits, because you kind of, I think for so long hitting 1s and 2s, and then when you start getting your strength up just higher and higher, you start to see those bigger digits. Alright. Yeah, something tells me this isn't going to be that hard to do, really. I guess being a lower level or Iron Man, you'd have to grind quite a bit to be able to kill these guys quite easily. And obviously I got a rune scimitar, so they can't really buy that off the Grand Exchange. They've got to either make it or buy it from a store. I don't think you can. I think you have to get it as a drop. I know you can get adamant or adamate, whatever, however you pronounce it. Oh, I'm under arrest apparently. You are under arrest. Just give me like 10 minutes because it's going to take a little bit to kill this guy. We're getting there, Mr. Jail Guard. I'm trying. Just needs to drop 1. 1 iron and we're good. I did drop 1 iron, but that's fine. Yeah, hold on. We gotta bury him. Okay, I'll come quietly. Choose the string key while matches the shape hole in the large spinning lock. Fair enough. I was just like staring at it going, this is making me dizzy just watching it spin back and forth. Don't think I've seen that one that often. Something I do miss is you don't really have debuffs or buffs really shown on you. I kind of would have liked just a rotten tomato little thing there saying I got tomato chucked at me. Alrighty, if we kill this guy, hopefully he drops the 1 bit of iron we need, and that's pretty much done on that part. We go do Romeo and Juliet. We probably do Demon Slayer as well, grab that. And what else do we really need? Romeo and Juliet, Demon Slayer. thought these would hit harder, by the way. They're hitting quite softly. Considering the Guardian that was level 25 was hitting like 30. Or not 30. Sorry. Was hitting 7 at level 25, and these are 39, and I think I've seen him hit maybe 4 or 5. And saying that, I wasn't really paying attention to the first two. So, not too bad. Something about also just watching the combat with the sounds. I think because it's like time-based, so it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, kind of like that. It's kind of enjoyable. But with this, I think we'll level up smithing enough, at least enough for it to be a bit more enjoyable. Got a bit more to get to mining though. I don't think it gives you mining experience, does it? The night sword just gives you smithing. Yeah. Ability to smith and mine. I would just quickly jump on the wiki again. So it says 4 if you want to, and 2 blue iron ore if you want to basically get my own. Plus 1 additional, or if you're doing Phalladrite easy, which is members only, but we'll pick it up when we do it. So we need 3 ore just to pop it away for a bit. Nothing too hard. Alrighty. What else do we have to do in terms of quests? This one's a lot of just talking. I mean, so is Romeo and Juliet. Prince Ali Rescue, I think needs a... Well, we've got the bronze bar, so I'm pretty sure that's what it needs. And then, what else does it need? I don't think it needs some rope, needs some clothes, so we need to pick up a pink skirt from Varrock as well to do that. Thinking what else? Some free beers, which we can get in Varrock as well, I guess. Just trying to like line up things that I know that I need. And then that way, all you can do is just go to the bank, grab the stuff, next, 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 and just keep going like that. Alrighty. If we're lucky. I mean, 1 in 16 is not too bad. 1 in 32 as well. So like the stats, the possibility is higher than 1 in 16 because 1 in 32 as well has a chance to drop 1, and we only need 1, so it's not too bad. I would say, I guess, I was sitting there thinking when I first got it because it dropped 2 immediately, I was like, oh man, I should just farm these for smithing experience. This seems a lot quicker, but kind of hitting this point where I'm actually having to wait for the 1 in 16 chance, and knowing my luck, I'm probably going to be a bit unlucky now. Alrighty. We'll go to these stakes while I do this. Although I am getting a little bit of coins. Like, I'm not that rich, so, you know, a couple 100 coins is always good. At least for what I'm doing now. Save up for some actual decent armor that's not iron, and a mithril shield. So, we'll see how we go with that. Alrighty. Just sort of the point where you're waiting, and you're like, kind of just sitting there, watching, waiting for things to occur, or waiting for the next part to hopefully for you to hit enough so that you can just do your next clicks, because I mean really at this stage it's just point and click and wait. Doing pretty good in terms of leveling up that attack. I do feel like sometimes I should just smash defense, and the fact that stuff doesn't attack me or doesn't hit me. Oh, there's our iron bar. Perfect. Alright, so we've done that. So go get red berries for red berry pie. Need to get the caviar berries. We do Prince Ali rescue too, so we can have a look. There's a few things we need. So if we go in, just get free beers. That will do. Pot of flowers quite easy. Bucket of water is quite easy. More red berries for... What are you serving? Okay, none of them just give me beer, so I'll just have to go to... where do I need to go? I have to do in Varrock. This is probably the bigger one where I have to remember things, because everything else is very sort of simple. But this one is very much a focus on everything else. 100 coins minimum, 1 rope, 3 beers. I got the rope. I've got a bronze bar in the bank. I assume that's what this is. The white, it's in the bank, yeah. Okay. Let's head upwards. Able to survive jail guards level 26 attacking you. Yeah, no, we've already killed them when we were like level 20, so that's not a big deal. Soft clay is super easy, just need to grab a pickaxe. We can grab a pot on the way through here, so that's not too bad. There is also Black Knight's Temple, or Black Knight's Fortress, not Temple. So, can do that. No, it has no... Oh, camera bugged again. Do not know why it's doing that today. Really does not like me at the moment. Trips out with OBS. Basically bugs out. It was after an hour or two, every like half an hour or so, it just tends to start bugging out for a little bit. And then you just unplug it and plug it back in, it works. So I think it's Twitch. Or not Twitch, OBS camera. The software in it, I think, is messing it up a bit. I think if I just just display the camera itself, it would work a bit better. Not a problem though. I will play with it later on. So yeah, that just obviously lets me do the free gate entry, which is just better off for later on. Alrighty. So I'll keep this one open just because I know I need it. Throw that in there. Just thinking like in terms of what I need for like each sort of point of quests. I'll grab the pickaxe out because I'll need it for the clay. I'll probably need I've got a bucket, so I can grab a bucket of water. Yellow dye. I assume that is from some of the things. I'll need some coins, so let's just grab 500. Yeah, so if we do this, we can also start Demon Slayer. Oh, yeah, Demon Slayer. And we'll talk to Romeo, start Romeo. It's one of those things. Okay, here you go. Come closer and listen carefully to what the future holds for you. As I peer into the swirling mist of the ball crystal, I can see images forming. I can see you. You are holding a very impressive looking sword. I'm sure I recognize that sword. And there is a big shadow appearing now. Ah! Are you alright? It is Delarif. Delarif is coming. Who's Delarif? Delarif? Delarif is a powerful demon. Oh, I really hope that he didn't see me looking at him through my crystal ball. He tried to destroy this city 150 years ago. He was stopped just in time by the great hero Wally. Don't know why I have to say it like that when I ever read it. Using his magic sword Silverlight, Wally managed to trap the demon in the stone circle just south of the city. You god, Silverlight was the sword you were holding in my vision. You are the one destined to stop the demon this time. Well, it doesn't sound like a very heroic name. Yes, I know. Maybe that is history doesn't remember him. Why history doesn't remember him. However, he was a great hero. Who knows how much pain and suffering Delarif would have brought forth without Wally to stop him. It looks like you're going to need to perform similar heroics. How am I meant to fight a demon who can destroy the city? If you face Delarif while he is still weak from being summoned and use the correct weapon, you will not find the task too arduous. Arduous? Do not fear. If you follow the path of the great hero Wally, then you are sure to defeat the demon. Okay. Okay, where is he? I'll kill him for you. Overconfidence of the young. Delariff can't be harmed by any weapons. You must face him using weapons. What use? Okay, so how did Wally kill Delariff? Alright, looks like we get story. Cutscene. Wally managed to arrive at the zone just as Delariff was summoned by the cult of Chaos Druids. Die, foul demon. Now, what was the incantation again? Pericio, Gabriel, Cameron, Abia. No way I would be able to do this because I would not be able to pronounce any of them. I am the greatest demon slayer ever. By reciting the correct magical incantation and thrusting Silverlight into Delariff while he was newly summoned, Wally was able to imprison Delariff in the stone back in the center of the stone circle. I think that's what it said. Did not read the ending of it. Delariff will come forth from the circle again. I would imagine an evil sorcerer is already starting the ritual to summon him as we speak. Where can I find Silverlight? So it has been passed down Wally's descendants. I believe it is currently in the care of the King's Knight called Sir Prison. Can we go back to Wally and can he just be called Dave or something? Why does he have to have such a hard name? Maybe he was upset. Wally was upset, so he had to call him, make sure, or everyone after him had a really hard to pronounce name. He shouldn't be too hard to find. He lives in the royal palace in the city. Tell him Aris sent you. Okay, thanks. I'll do my best to stop the demon. Good luck, and may Guffix be with you. Alright, so we'll fill up this bucket of water, because we'll need it for Demon Slayer anyways. We don't need the berries for it, but obviously for Demon Slayer I've got to head down south anyways, so... I'm trying to think of like a... I guess pattern to do this in. Dragon Slayer, not Demon Slayer. Getting a bit too excited there. Armor and food. Bucket of water can be attained during quest. 25 bones, which is obviously easy. Hello, who are you? Aris said I should come and talk to you. Aris, is she still alive? I remember her from when I was pretty young. Well, what do you need to talk to me about? I need to find Silverlight. What do you need to find that for? I need to fight Delariff. Delariff, I thought the world was rid of him, thanks to my great-grandfather. He's back, unfortunately, I've got to deal with him. You don't look up too much. I suppose Silverlight may be good enough to carry you through, though the problem is getting Silverlight. You mean you don't have it? Oh, I have it, but it is too powerful that the king made me put it in a special box, which needs 3 different keys to open it. That way it won't fall into the wrong hands. So give me the keys. Well, it's not so easy. I kept one of the keys. I gave the other 2 to other people for safekeeping. One is with Roven, the captain of the palace guard. I gave the other to Wizard Trailborn. Can you give me your key? Well, that's the problem. I managed to drop the key in a drain outside the palace kitchen. It was inside and I can't reach it. Okay, so can I... Okay. I don't need to go too much through it, so that's good. That's the other thing I like about having the quest thing. It's like, don't need to go through too much of the dialogue. My poor voice would die if I did 3 hours of just talking. Although I'm an hour and a half and I'm struggling, so we'll see. What are you doing up here? Only the palace guards are allowed up here. Yes, I know, but this is important. Oh, okay, I'm listening. Tell me what's so important. He's convinced really easily, by the way. You could tell. There's a demon who wants to invade the city. Is it a powerful demon? No, not really. Yes, very. As good as the palace guards are, I don't know if they're up to taking on a very powerful demon. It's not... Yes, the palace guards are rubbish. Oh, just insult him. That's the way to get to it. It's not him we're going to fight the demon, it's me. What, all by yourself? How are you going to do that? I'm going to use the powerful sword Silverlight, which I believe you have one of the keys for. Yes, I do, but why should I give it to you? Sir Pryson said you would have the key, and you would give it to me. Oh, did he? Well, I don't report to Sir Pryson. I report directly to the king. I didn't work my way up through the ranks of the palace guard so I could take orders from an ill-bred moron who has the only job because his great-grandfather was a hero with a silly name. Why did he give him the keys then? Only because the king ordered him to. The king couldn't get Sir Pryson to part with his precious ancestral sword, but he made him lock it up so he couldn't lose it. Say use it. Did not want him getting any good, so he can't use the sword. I got one key, and I think the wizard got another. No, now what happened to the third one? Sir Pryson dropped it down a drain. Ha 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 ha! The idiot. Okay, I'll give you the key just so that you kill a demon, not Sir Pryson. I mean, if I clicked the key for him, wouldn't he like? He could just take out Silverlight himself. Okay, I'm gonna go kill the demon. Lol, good luck. Like, what stops him from doing that? In saying that, gotta pick up this pie dish because we'll need to make a raspberry pie at some point. We'll probably actually need to grab some. Use bucket down the thing. I think there's a grizzly bear that lives in there. Alright, we go out that way. So if we just thinking. Oh yeah, that's the shield one. I don't know how I'm going to do that because I actually need someone, don't I? Or did they change it, but I don't need that anymore? Find another player. If you cannot trade them, use the key on you to drop it at your feet. Go up to the ladder, kill the weaponsmith, pick up 2 crossbows, Phoenix crossbows, return to Catherine with the crossbows. Yeah, still need a... Go to this quest by joining the Phoenix Guild, which instead requires you to kill Johnny Twobeard. Once you're accepted into the gangs, you cannot change gangs. The quest requires you to swap items with another player who's in the other gang, so it's recommended to either find a friend or you can use the friends chat and find someone to help there. I guess I could do that, or I could get a friend and just level up an account quickly. I probably should have kept this open because I don't know. Okay, it's right here. I thought it was more that way, but apparently it's literally just around the corner. I think I normally run into the wrong direction, so that's why I was expecting to go the wrong way. Alright, now I need to kill a bunch of things with 25 bones, which is pretty much my full inventory, so I'll have to dump things off. Just thinking, so if I go to Draenor Bank and do that, then I can still got to obviously do the flour as well. Pick up the red berries, 2 sets of them, caveat berries for Romeo and Juliet. Just thinking of this pathing. I try to imagine pathing that I'm doing in the game, but I tend to just end up running around in circles. So if I do this, because I'll need the clay, we'll need to get out the pots of flour, or pots, so I can make pots of flour. And I don't really need the rope yet. So let's have a quick look. How can I do... Brain, need to find Prince Ali rescue. I don't mind this quest, but man, the amount of stuff that you need from it becomes a bit insane. Alright, pink skirt. I realized that I could have got some of the stuff from that I needed before. Pot of flour, some ashes. Actually, I think this drops fiendish ash now, doesn't it? I don't know if I can actually... he's gone inside the base, that's not going to help me. Okay, that's easy. We can do that at the top of the base. Just cut a tree down. I just changed my mouse sensitivity. Just get that back up to the speed I can handle. There we go. That's probably a bit better. You know when you just change your mouse sensitivity just slightly and then you'll like just literally everything's flying around. That's basically what I did. So we need some clay. I'll grab just free clay. I don't remember this chicken being 159. I really don't remember it being that strong. Alright, just quickly run and grab this. So I don't... we only need one, but I'll grab some extra clay, because I always feel like I forget it, so I'll grab just 3. And done. Alright, that's good. Oh, and the beers. I need the beers, so can't forget that, because I guess I could go... There are other places, obviously, I could do it. But it does obviously take some time. Alrighty. So if we pop in here, talk to the bartender, buy 3 beers, pop that in the inventory, grab a couple sets of red berries. What can I do for you? Glass of your finest ale. Do that again. This is just beer. Yep, cool. Alrighty, that's done. Pop that on that. That's the soft clay. So that's pretty easy. Still got some bucket of water I'll just pick up again. Pie dishes so I can make the red berry pie. Oh yeah, and the other one so I can actually make the pastry for the pie. Yep, okay. My brain kind of stopped for a second. I was like, why do I need the second bits of flour? Bones will be a bit annoying. I'll just farm chickens enough just up near... I can't remember, is it Draenor here? Yeah, Draenor. Just do that near there. Grab the caveat berries. I only need 1 set, I think, for the quest, so that's quite easy to do. And grab some red berries. It's interesting. Like, I guess the question is, it's probably not as much content now, so there's not much going on. But I do remember being younger and always having pots in that spot, farming that iron, and just spamming it for absolute hours, just constantly mining it. So I'm just like used to seeing people there. But like some of the spots that like seemed very busy aren't as busy because everyone's just like, well, members is easy to get now. And once you obviously make money, you just buy a bond and then you're fine. I guess fine-ish as long as you keep the money going. But I wanted to finish this free to play first. We'll get the sort of quest done, then we'll kind of prep for Dragon Slayer 1. Once we finish that, we'll then get to do the next fun bit, which will be jumping into members, and we'll go for Quest Cape, I think, will be the first big goal. We'll have a look at what we want to do from there. There's quite a lot of quests, obviously, there. A lot of them I have not done. A lot of reading. Some of them look quite fun. There's also mini quests. I have not... Don't even know what those would involve, but we'll find out when we get there. Or rather just wait and see, I guess. I need Ash, but I don't need Ash for Demon Slayer. I don't need it for the Night Sword. So that's fine. So I'm not too concerned by that. So what else would I need it for then? I mean, Juliet, I've got the part. We'll try to kill the imp, see if he drops the ash. Saves me having to go cut down a tree and light it and sit there for a few seconds while it burns. If I'm lucky, it will give me... It gives me a ball of wool. That's actually what I need. I need some bowls of wool as well. So I do actually need to go up into that. Oh, I can go do that in Barbarian Village. Again, just trying to think of the path that I could use. This is the... No, game. Have to have your camera in a very specific spot to handle it. Can I do 2 at once? Or do I have to... Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty. Yeah, break the ground. Okay, so can I get 2 sets of flour at once? Hopefully. I can. Excellent. I was hoping that was the case, because it would suck if I couldn't. Like, having to sit there and, like, wait for it. The other one I could do is Goblin Diplomacy. Annoyingly, does it say 2 wood leaves and yellow dye? My god. 2 onions and 5 coins for yellow dye and 3 red berries. Great, so I need more red berries. Alright, that's fine, because we need to loop back around at some point. I'll grab the onions while I'm here, and we'll also grab... Is it just 2 onions? Yeah, this one's just 2 wood leaves. Just grab some more onions, because I feel like every time I go for onions... I had this issue when I was doing Witch's Potion. I was like, oh yeah, I think I got everything. I forgot about the onions. So I had to go back and get the onions, and then I was like, ugh. Only place I know where onions are is here. So it's like, just dive into it, run to it, and hope that I wasn't doing like a completely inefficient way of doing that. So we need 2 sheep, so... Or 2 balls of wool, really. It's going to put up our crafting as well. like 1% of crafting. I hit the compass, and I'm sorry for snapping that, because even that made me dizzy, just smashing that button. Alrighty. So the last hour is going to be this insane little side quest of just running around like crazy. Now I realized, chances are I'm going to burn this bloody pie. Oh my god, that's... Just thinking about that, but I'm likely going to burn the pie. We'll wait and see. Come on. Just a little bit of run. Alrighty, pop it in the sink. Hopefully don't turn both pots of flour into... What do we got? Pizza base, pastry, bread. I assume it's pastry. Yep, cool. Red berry. Do we have a cooking range? We do. Fingers crossed on this. I can't imagine I'll burn the pie. We did it. Lovely. I love it when we don't burn the pie. Actually thinking about that, sometimes I wish I could set like a shopping list and just be like, here's the things I need. Yellow dye. Eat the blonde week. 3 balls of wool, which I'm doing now. See, I told you. I was like, I should grab 4 onions, because I always need onions and always forget about it. So, totally well planned that. Alright. Is there anything I need? So, we get the last key from the wizard. We'll head back around, start the sword, head down to the dwarf, talk to him. He'll tell us we need to go back up. We'll double check that. So if we go into the Knight Sword, I keep forgetting what the quest is. Bring the following. I talk to Southpaw and give them a raspberry pie. Talk to Theo again. Oh, okay, so I don't even need to go to there, so I can just start that quest, so don't have to worry too much about that. I can grab wood chips while I'm there starting the quest, or even when I finish the quest. So outside of making the balls of wool, which I'll just do, I need the ash. So I can light that and just wait for that to burn out on those logs. So we'll spin some wool. As I said, very close to leveling up crafting there. I had like 1 experience left. Oh my god. Nope. Thanks, game. There we go. Needed just a few seconds. Just had to wait for it, I guess. Get too excited and just click away. Alrighty. So we'll do that. And now we'll need a tinderbox. A tinderbox, which I know if it's in here, but I am blind, so that does not help me. So we'll light those logs. Nice and quick. Like level 41, no, 43 fire making, so I hope that we make that nice and quick. Okay. So got the red berry pie, got those for that. Goblin democracy, got a bit before I even go get those dyes. Goblin mail we pick up during the quest. Night sword, we've got everything we need. Just click that one. Prince Ali rescue. Everything but the yellow dye and the ash. So we just need to get the yellow dye, which we can buy off. Obviously go to the bank on the way up. I'm just wondering, do I... Romeo and Juliet, we're done. Demon Slayer, we've basically got everything ready. We just need to collect 25 bones, so that'd be quite quick. The log spawned quicker than the fire. I don't know if fire making levels mean the fire burns longer. I just thought you could light it quicker. But this feels like it's just gonna take a little while. Also, it always feels like when you light everything up, it like goes out a lot quicker, but when you're not using it and you're waiting for it to go out, there we go. Alright, so that's done as well. Alright, so we're gonna get the bones. We'll just probably just farm some chickens or goblins or something outside. I think there's plenty of stuff down there that I can kill just to get all the bones I need. Alright, so Corsair's Curse, not doing that one yet. Just slowly going for everything, really. This should all be pretty good. I don't think it's that hard, really. Farm bones. Don't probably need to touch the dyes just yet. There's not much point. Do Goblin Democracy afterwards. Might do the actual Dwarven one. Oh, sorry, the... what's it called? We'll go do the Night Sword before we do the... So once we do the Night Sword, we can obviously grab the die and then do Prince Ali rescue. So we can like run back through the fence. We'll go pay for it. Get everything we need. Should be quite easy, I think. He did also hit 50 combat, so that's a nice flat number. Feels a lot easier, but normally I never really touched range and magic because they all cost money, like doing arrows. I guess without buying them or getting off drops, it seemed like you had to farm them. And I think, honestly, the biggest thing when it came to RuneScape was like leveling things took a long time, but that's because I was a child and like got distracted. So like instead of just doing like beelining attack for a few hours, I would mine for like 30 minutes, then I would go smith all the ore, and then I would go do something else, and then I would do something else, and then like instead of I spend more time walking around than I did actually leveling, and that just caused me to be like a lots of time played, but not a lot done. But I mean, in the end, I did complete Dragon Slayer. I did get my rune chest body. I farmed giants because by the time that came out, the Grand Exchange came out, and I could sell lore runes. And like just throwing like 20 lore runes up, I got like what, a couple thousand or something. I felt like as a child, seeing thousands of gold was exciting. I think I literally went from like iron to would have been adamant. I don't think I would have went and did Dragon Slayer. I definitely didn't have a rune there, so it would have been either mithril or adamant when I killed the dragon, which is kind of funny when you think about it. But I mean, that was sort of my issue when I played. I was just kind of running around doing whatever. It's kind of sad these sheep are like lost and got no wool. Alright, what do I need 25 for? I need a counter. Can't be bothered. I guess 25 unnoted bones though kind of does take a bit of time when you think about it. Should be able to smash through it quite quickly though. That's why I just thought we'll just kill the rats here. No point of trying to run around and find something else to kill. So was it 4? Oh, 25. It's just set to 5, so really it would be pretty much, it's just the whole inventory, isn't it? Except one slot. Which is the most inconvenient thing, because you expect to have all 3 keys, or at least 2 of the keys, so you'd have to go back to the bank. I feel like someone did that logic and was like, they'd probably have 3 keys by now. Or 2 keys, and not be able to carry the 3rd because they need to go get bones. It's cheeky. Sort of like just kind of sending you everywhere to slow you down. It just kind of builds up the world and kind of gets people traveling, which, if you're following it directly, is a lot better. But it's also annoying, so we'll wait and see. Wait and see once we get our 25 bones. Hand in that, grab the keys out, or I could even just go to the bank, really. Don't think I even need to worry too much about that. So I spent most of my time killing the frogs, and that was good for just prayer level 2, because they drop big bones. I mean, they drop giant. Giant is just from the giants, which I think is slightly better. But, I mean, it's just more HP, low defense, so they just kind of are super easy. It's 28. I always feel like you should have it's only 26 slots, but again, I'm not really counting, and that's just the number off the top of my head. Alrighty, so we'll head there, go get that last key. do Demon Slayer, we'll do Romeo and Juliet. Gotta grab more red berries for the die. We'll need the die for Goblin Diplomacy. Luckily, they'll drop the armor there, so that's not too hard. I was hoping that I could click there, but because the game, I have it set up so it renders further. So I'm trying to click on like the Mage Tower without having, or Wizard Tower, Mage Tower, before it physically being clickable. And someone opened the door? Or was that door just already open? It just was trolling me. Can't imagine someone opened it. Didn't look like it. Hello, little bun bun. What are we doing? Tucking my pants. Hello, young fingerman-wad. Talk about Demon Slayer. I need to get the key given to you by Sir Prislin. Sir Prislin, who's that? What would I want this key for? Well, have you got any keys lying around? Now that you mention it, yes, I do have a key. It's in a special closet of valuable stuff. Now, how do I get into that? I sealed it using one of my magic rituals, so it would make sense that the ritual would open it again. So what do you need for the ritual? Let me think a second. Yes, it's a simple Dresler style ritual. Should suffice. Main problem with that is I'll need 25 sets of bones. Now where am I going to hold something like that? I'll get the bones for you. Oh, that would be very good of you. Okay, I'll speak to you when I've got the bones. They're not planned for me to have all the bones, apparently. Hello, Finwell, what? About Demon Slayer, how are you going finding the bones? I have some bones, give them here then. Give him 25 sets of bones. Ah, that's all 25 bones. Wings of dark in color too, spreading the morning dew. Locked away, I have a key. Return it now, please, onto you. Oh, onto now? I didn't even know. Thank you very much. Not a problem, you're a friend of Sir What's-Face. I like to think that that guy did not even know why he was given a key. He was just like, hey, look after this key. And then he got a letter from like the king being like, I need you to look after this key. Please do not get it lost. Do not drop it down the drain like Sir Prislin did. Prislin. I'm going to pronounce his name differently every time I talk about him. So, alrighty. So we've done that. I said, don't really need to. This song has too much organ. It's literally called organ music once. Just do that. Alright, cool. So go grab the keys out. Need a bit of food. Take the 4 trout, they'll do 5 shrimp. Take 6 shrimp. 6 shrimp's always the perfect number for fighting a demon. Like how I've got that and I haven't actually bothered to grab it. I assume I'll get one too from the Adventure John. Alrighty. Just thinking like what we need next. So we go to Varrock, kill level 27 demon. Once defeated, you'll need to say the magic words. Incantation is currently unknown. Okay, so I might need to ask the lady for the incarnation again, because that was probably the hardest part of this quest, is trying to remember what the words were. Because my memory sucks and I'd write it down or take a photo of the words and I'd still get it wrong because I like misread it, or there was word was slightly different and I said it wrong, and it's just like, oh, I do not need this. I do not need memory games for me. Alrighty. So we'll do that, then we'll go grab some more berries, because we'll need that. So go do Romeo and Juliet after that. After we've done Romeo and Juliet, we can focus on the Knight Sword, and then we can do Prince Ali Rescue, get the extra dies for the Goblin Diplomacy, and then I think we'll be quite good in terms of quests. That would leave us with what? Probably easy if I come out of here. We can do it. Black Knight's Fortress, the Corsair, and Shield of Avar, and X marks the spot. I don't know which one's X marks the spot. I can't think of what quest it was. Feels relatively... Oh, yes, okay. I think that was a quest added in... Yeah, 2019. Don't think I actually ever did it. So that's why my brain's just like, I think I did it, but I probably didn't. And I think that starts in Lumbridge, didn't it? It's like I think it takes you to some areas and member stuff later on as well. Wait and see. Take a bit of time. We'll probably knock it out as we do quests. Alrighty. I need to show wearing armor still. They're walking. And this is why I think I'd get caught up doing agility so much. I'd be like, I must complete agility just so that I don't have to worry about things. That man is Level 99 in fire making. And I just feel like that's actually not that hard, to be honest. You just buy logs and then sit there and light them constantly. What do you even get it? Outside of... Okay, you can make redwood pyre logs. You could light them on fire. Equipment. An abyssal lantern. Interesting. And some stuff with construction. I was really curious what you'd actually get with that much level fire making. It's one of those skills I think as a free player you kind of didn't really care too much about. Like you lit the logs to do cooking when you're fishing in some places and that's it. I got all 3 keys. Excellent. Grab my sword. That was pretty impressive. He teleported. Like he just jumped through me and then basically teleported to a sword. Surprise and hands you a very sword. The sword belonged to my grave home. Make sure you treat it with respect. Now go kill that demon. I like how he asked me to go kill the demon, but at no point is he like... But also, when you get done, bring the sword back, because it's a family heirloom. But it's like, you got the sword now. It's now yours permanently. Don't worry about giving it back. Or maybe he just thinks that you didn't kill the demon and died, and... Or maybe you lied and took the sword and ran away and never came back. That could obviously be it. Oh no, I do know the words. Okay. Say the following in order. You seem to know the words. Alrighty, so I was seeing if I could invite a rabbit up onto the footstool next to me to pat her, but she's a bit distracted. Alright, so we'll go kill the demon. Let's put the music on area, just because I feel like we might get some nice music. Demon battling music, maybe? Got to kill the mages first, so don't think that's going to help me against like these mages here. Arise, almighty Delarif, bring destruction to this soft weak city. Arise, Delarif. He doesn't look that tough. Ahahaha, at last you are free, my demotic brother. Rest now, and then you take revenge on this pitiful. Who's that? No, not Silverlight. Delarif is not ready yet. I've got to get out of here. Oh, stop mooking me. Oh dear. I'll just kill them all. You know, good to take care of all the mages first. God, imagine if they actually, you know, all attacked you. It would kind of be actually a hard fight. Like, you know, demons attacking you. The mages are attacking you. This guy's going to hit a lot harder because he's going to be attacking me with actual magic. But it's going to hit harder. 4 is not too bad. Swap over to the sword to... Oh, hang on. These ones are quite... Oh, hang on. I don't have that as well. But, you know, I think I need the pants. I was killing these mages before when I was doing range, and I was like, I'll get some... See, I need 7... He's 7 attack. 7 health. I don't remember him having 7 health only. I assume it comes up with it. There we go. What is the and contain again? Oh look, it gives me the numbers. Okay. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these words because this seems like an impossible task for me. Alrighty. Perfect. I remember being like low level with this and like finishing this, and when you banish him, finish the quest, you come out of here and then you immediately attacked by like a mage. So like you have all these guys like attacking you because you're lower level, so everything would just be aggressive. That was a fun time. Just getting absolutely murdered as soon as you leave that quest. I'm going to take just all the berries because I feel like the amount of times I've needed these berries and then just like, you don't have them, lol, good luck. Kind of drives me insane, to be honest. Alrighty, so back up to full health. Might as well use these kind of things. Yeah, I said I was killing these guys before because they drop a lot of runes. So I was leveling up range of it, but I found that I'm just in that lower range level, and I was trying to use up the bronze arrows I had. So I was like not doing just enough damage, and I was using more food than I felt like it was worth to kill like the level 21s. So I ended up just going and killing the blue mages instead. But I think I got legs. I got the hat. I know I actually got 2 wizard hats. I don't know why I picked up both. But no, I did. I had the chest. Damn. I was hoping I could get the part I needed, but I didn't, obviously. Throw that in to not be used until I have to fight an actual demon again. And we'll do Romeo and Juliet. Got the berries I need. Talk to Romeo. Talk to Juliet. Bring the letter to Romeo. And then hatching a plan. See, I remember having to go to this guy when we wanted to buy arrows. And like it felt a lot more expensive because I'm pretty sure it was kind of expensive. Bronze arrows are only like 2 coins or something on Grand Exchange, so look, we have a friend. I have a bunny friend here. What has to become of my darling Juliet? I cannot find her anywhere. Have you seen her? Yes, I have actually seen her. At least I think I have. It was a blonde, a bit stressed. Golly gosh, yes, you make her sound very interesting. And I'll bet she's a bit of a fox. Well, I guess she could be considered attractive. I'll bet she is. Woo! Sorry, all that jubilation has made me forget what we were talking about. You were asking me about Juliet. You seem to know her? Oh yes, Juliet. The fox. Could you tell her that she's the love of my long English? Could you tell her that she is the love of my long and that I life to be with her? What? Surely you mean she's the love of your life and that you long to be with her? Okay, it wasn't me reading that wrong. It was just him being an idiot. Oh yeah, what you said. Tell her that. It sounds much better. Oh, you're so good at this. Yeah, okay, I'll let her know. Oh, great. And tell her that I want to kiss her. You mean you want to give her a kiss? Oh, you're good. You are good. I see I've picked a true professional. Okay, thanks. I'm kind of playing with my left hand at the moment as I have a little friend who has joined me on the footstool. Yeah, and she's blowing fur everywhere. So lovely. I've got bunny fluff flying all through the room. But she was insulted. She was insulted and saw her sister enjoying not being harassed, so I'm just watching her just, yeah, no, she's not just going to flop next to her. There you go. Nap time. Just a nice big flop next to her sister just to get her sister's attention. Alrighty. So we're going to talk to Juliet. Hello, Juliet. I come from Romeo. He begs me to tell you that he cares still. Oh, how my heart soars to hear this news. Please take this message to him with great haste. Well, I hope it's good news. He was quite upset when I left him. He's quite often upset, the poor sensitive soul, but I don't think he's going to take this news very well. However, all is not lost. Everything's explained in the letter. Would you be so kind to deliver it to him, please? Certainly, I'll do so straight away. Many thanks. Oh, I'm so very grateful. You may be our only hope. I mean, I think we just throw the letter in the bin. Seemed a bit more painful. Give it to the father. Just shut this down while we're at it. Shut it down quite quickly. Not have to worry about it ever again. Alrighty, let's go find Romeo. I do like sometimes how you get the quests and they just have these funny little random mix of things. But I will say, it does take quite a bit of time, especially if you want to read it. Also, a lot of reading, to be honest. A lot of it is completely unintelligible, I guess. Well, for me, I struggle to read to begin with. Romeo, great news. I've been in touch with Juliet. She's written a message for you. You hand over Juliet's message to Romeo. Oh, a message. A message? I've never had a message before. Really? No, no, not one. Oh, well, except for the occasional court summons. But they're not really nice messages. Not like this one. I'm sure the message will be lovely. Well, are you going to open it or not? Oh, yes, yes, of course. Dearest Romeo, I am very pleased that you sent Dajibo to look for me. That's pretty impressive that she wrote the letter before I showed up, gave me the message, like as I was talking to her, that she knew that I was coming already. It was kind of a interesting take to look for me and to tell me you still hold affliction. Affliction. She thinks I'm diseased. Affection. Yes, still holds affection for me. I still quite. This guy is literally me in reading, to be honest. I still feel great affection for you, but unfortunately, my father opposes our marriage. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. What? Great affection for you? Father opposes our marriage and will kill you if he sees you again. I have to be honest, it's not getting any better. Our only hope here is Father Lawrence, our longtime confidant. Can you help us in some way? Romeo folds the message away. Well, that's it then. We haven't got a chance. What about Father Lawrence? Our love is over. The great romance, the life of my love. Or you can speak to Father Lawrence. Oh, my aching, breaking heart. How useless the situation is now. We have no one to turn to. Father Lawrence. Father Lawrence? Oh, yes, Father Lawrence. He's a long-time confidant. He might have a solution. Yes, yes, you have to go and talk to Father Lawrence. This quest does not do well for me. He changes the letters and I completely read over them. Lava Florence for us to ask him if he's got any suggestions for our predicament. Where can I find Father Lawrence? Father Lawrence? Oh, he's not my real father, don't you? I think I suspected that he wasn't. Well, anyway, he tells these long. Sometimes the text I find is really hard to read. I think that's why I get called off as well. Well, anyway, he tells these luring baromes and keeps these here Ken with citizens snoring in his church to the east north. Okay, thanks. I don't think I could keep doing that. I'm 90% sure the game is trolling me with changing those letters and me trying to read them out. I'm sure it's great to read in your head, but boy, trying to read out a word that does not exist, it's kind of hard. Alrighty, Father Lawrence. And let Saruman light the way for you. Can't you see I'm in the middle of a sermon? But Romeo sent me. But I'm busy delivering a sermon to my congregation. Yes, it certainly seems like a captive audience. Oh, okay. What do you want so I can get rid of you and continue with my sermon? Romeo sent me. He says you may be able to help. Ah, Romeo, yes. A fine lad, but a little bit confused and struggling to read. I feel like I'm Romeo. It doesn't help. Just the ability to read levels. Yes, very confused. Anyways, Romeo wishes to be married to Juliet. She must be rescued from her father's control. I agree, and I think I have an idea. A potion to make her appear dead. Dead sounds a bit creepy to me, but please continue. The potion will only make Juliet appear dead. Then she'll be taken to the crypt. Crypt, again, very creepy. You must have some strange hobbies. Then Romeo can collect her from the crypt, go to the apothecary, tell him I sent you, and you'll need a cadaver potion. Apart from the strong overtones of death, this is turning out to be a real love story. Yes, the random person who pronounces things wrong, and the psychic lady who seems to know my name and have it written in a letter before I even show up. I assume she writes and then hands the letter, but I don't remember it saying she writes and hands you a letter, just says hands you a letter. So I like to think that she's just very much I guess sort of wizard in telling me that knew that I was coming. Then she was just looking at the balcony and just happened to know I was coming to see her for that particular reason. Could be other reasons, I guess. I am the apothecary. I brew potions. Do you need anything specific? Talk about something. Talk about Romeo and Juliet. Apothecary. Father Lawrence sent me. I need a caveat potion to help Romeo and Juliet. Caveat potion is pretty nasty and hard to make. Wing of a rat, tail of a frog, ear of a snake, and a horn of a dog. I have all that, but I need to have some caveat berries. You'll find them while I get the rest of things ready. Bring them here. Lastly, conveniently I have some here. Hand them over. He makes us the potion. Phew. Here is what you need. And we get the potion. It's nice having the items for this because it's very run off in other directions. Go hand it in. I think there's... the door is closed. I was going to say, man, it's taken so little time, but the door is open still. I find it weird that this rewards 5 quest points, where as like everything else, like, you know, Demon Slayer rewarded 3. I assume it's just so that people can eventually use the Grand Exchange and stuff. It just makes it quicker. Anyways, hi Juliet, I have an interesting proposition for you, suggested by Father Lawrence. It may be the only way you'll be able to escape from this house and be with Romeo. Go on. I have a caviar potion here, suggested by Father Lawrence. If you drink it, it'll make you appear dead. Yes. And when you appear dead, your still and lifeless corpse will be removed to the crypt. Or a cold, dark, creepy crypt. Sounds just peachy. Then Romeo can steal into the crypt and rescue you just as you wake up. And this is a great idea for getting me out of here. To be fair, I can't take all the credit, and in fact, it was all Father Lawrence's suggestion. Okay, if this is the best we can do, hand over the potion. Wonderful, I just hope Romeo can remember to get me from the crypt. Please go to Romeo and make sure he understands, although I love his gormless, lovelorn, soppy ways. He can be a bit dense sometimes, and I don't want to wake up in the crypt on my own. Oh, here's Philip. Is it Philippa, my cousin? She's in on the plot too. She's going to make it seem even more convincing. Yes, I'm quite the actress. Good luck, dear cousin. Right, bottoms up. Ugh. Oh no, Juliet has died. You might be more believable if you're not smiling when you say it. Oh yes, you might be right. Okay, let's try again. Oh no, Juliet has died. Perhaps a bit louder, like you're upset that your cousin has died? Right, yes, okay, I think I'm getting my motivation now. Okay, let's try again. Oh no, Juliet has died. Oh, sob, 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 Juliet, my poor dead cousin. Just scream, apparently. What's all that screaming? Oh no, my poor dear daughter, what has become of you? Poor Juliet, make preparations for a body to be placed in the crypt. I know it's part of the story, but it feels a bit weird that the father was just like, oh no, what happened to my daughter? Oh, she's dead, okay. We'll throw in the crypt. He did not seem to care that much. Wasn't that sad. He was just like, oh no, she's dead. Oops, too bad. Anyways, talk to Romeo. Romeo, it's all set. Julie's drunk the potion and has been taken down to Crypt. Now you just need to pop along and collect her. Alright, the potion, great. What potion would that be then? Caviar potion. You know, the one which will make her appear dead. She's in the crypt. Pop along and claim her, your true love. But I'm scared. Will you come with me? Oh, okay, come on. I think I saw the entrance when I visited there last. I don't even know where the crypt is. Is it actually on the map, or is it just for this particular quest? This is pretty scary. Oh, be quiet. We're here. Look, Juliet is over there. I feel like Father Lawrence is on the plot of making this guy dumb enough to not realize. You go over there to her, and I'll be waiting here. Oh, okay then. Hey, Juliet. Juliet? Oh dear, you seem to be dead. Hi, Romeo. I'm Philippa. Whoa, you're a fox. It's a shame about Juliet. Perhaps we can meet up later. Who's Juliet? Well, I mean, whatever makes the man happy, I guess. I wonder if you can, we'll go do Night Sword now. Just thinking about this, it's like, could I mine the blue right ore? I was actually going to grab the blue right ore, I realized before. So we'll need to come back at some point, so I'm not too concerned. Do you have teleports yet? 25 with Varrock. We're 5 levels off. I was hoping that I could have a teleport ready, but we'll do the nice walk and get there. Interesting that this guy is wood fire making, but clearly he's bought all the wood. He's cutting down those trees. I guess there was some lumbering stuff, wasn't there? I saw it, but I haven't read it. Like in terms of news and how it works. Thinking of where that would actually live, to be honest. Like, obviously you see it on the home screen, not in the store. Activity advisors probably just tell me quests. Yep. Oh, so X marks the spot's about clue scrolls. Okay. I assume it's just going to be like, go dig a hole, go do the things. Basically what I did in my first video when I played. We have also done the stronghold, which I guess is obvious because I have the colourful boots. That's how I also afforded the rune site scimitar with a bunch of other stuff. Alrighty. Random guy giving me some money as we walk past. I'm happy with that. Alrighty. Let us continue on, I guess. I'm just kind of thinking, can I talk to him? Find the portrait, making the sword. Okay, so I do actually need to mine it. Get the portrait, then mine it. Which is kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. So I'll go talk to the squire, start that quest, give him the pie, come back, get the photo, go down, grab the 4. The 4 iron bars. And then we grab the iron bars while grabbing the portrait. Just like trying to, again, picture the path I want to take for this. And then go down, get the stuff. That should be everything to give to him. Drop the sword, get my second sword created for the funsies. Should be able to do this quite easy. How is the life of a squire? Well, Survivin is a good guy to work for. However, I'm a bit of a spot of trouble today. I've gone and lost Survivin's sword. I can make a new sword if you like. Thanks for the offer. I'd be surprised if you could, though. Yeah. Even if it wasn't a magical sword, I feel like level 1 smithing won't get me that far. This thing is a sword. It's a family heirloom. It has been passed down through Viven's family for 5 generations. It was originally made by the dwarves, who are a particularly skilled tribe of dwarven smiths. I doubt anyone could make it in the style they do. So would these dwarves be able to make another one? I'm not 100% sure if the tribe exists anymore. I think Breldo, the palace librarian of Varrock, knows. He has done a bit of research on the rest of Gilnor. I don't suppose you could track down the Imca doors. I've got so much work to do. Yep. Okay, so I did actually have to pull out a book from there. Got too much ahead of myself. It wasn't that you had to talk to him, it was you had to, before that, get the pie. Interesting. That's fine. We will... This makes me wish I was 5 more levels up, then I could just use the Varrock teleport. Well, that's the benefit of leveling magic, I guess. You can skip a few things and get around a bit quicker. Yeah, not too bad. Would be quite handy. Lumbridge isn't too bad as well. Falador. Just having a look at, like, in terms of teleport to house. Would be quite handy. Camelot. Watchtower. I don't even know where Watchtower would be. That'd be me getting lost. Just haven't looked to see what else there is. Fire Surge. I kind of want to see that. That's the thing when I was leveling at magic. Again, I don't really touch magic. And I guess the good thing about the adventure paths is you have the ability to, like, just get a bit of runes to keep leveling up. And it felt like it was just enough to hit 20. I started using the Earth spell on the goblins, and I was just like, this shit hurts. I don't remember it, like, being so hard hitting. And, like, obviously compared to, like, 20 attack, 20 melee, and 20 defense, like, sorry, 20 attack, strength, and defense, like, you don't hit shit all compared to magic. I would say range sucks probably the most. It was probably the lowest level one, because it was level... I went from 1 to 20, whereas magic I went from 10 to 20 because of all the quests you get from magic skill. So, kind of was a bit annoying. But hey, wasn't the end of the world. I started leveling it up more, and I probably will spend a bit more time doing it again. I said, get that to 40, get magic to 40. We'll get the prayer up to... try to get up to 40. Crafting might take a while, smithing and that, or relatively easy. I think you get tuna with... yeah, tuna's 35, so I can already do that. Swordfish is a while off. Cage, I think it's lobster. Yep, lobster's 40. But if we do Dragon Slayer, I'll probably just grab some food first. Like, in terms of just buy swordfish and use that. That's probably the only thing I'm willing to buy, like, in terms of use in the quest. Obviously armor, maybe. I'll take the rune scimitar and some sort of armor. I'll have a look. It's quite a strong, 76, so... It's also defense against magic for the flame breath. Well, I guess flame breath is for the anti-fire breath shield thing. I can't remember what it's called. Anti-fire shield? I think off the top of my head. Trying to remember what things are called sometimes. Drives me insane. Hello, stranger. What do you know about the Imcanando? I'm never going to work out how to pronounce that. The dwarves, you say? Yes, for many hundreds of years, they were the world's most skilled smiths. They used the secret smithing knowledge passed down for generation to generation. Unfortunately, about a century ago, their only thriving race was wiped out during the barbarian invasions of that time. So are there any left at all? I believe a few have survived, but the bulk of population destroyed by numbers have dwindled even further. They tend to keep themselves, but they tend to not tell people their descendants, which is why people think the tribe is extinct. However, you could try taking some red berry pie. I really like red berry pie. I believe I remember a couple living near the cliffs on the Argarian southern peninsula. Ability to speak still. Still getting there at times. Alrighty, now we get the fun part of walking back very slowly for that. Don't think we really need... Yeah, because we got to do the portrait first. So we got to come back and get the iron out anyways for that, so I'm not too concerned by that. So let's just go through the ladder, pick up that. Making the sword. I would like if this to be similar to the wiki, and it's like if you want a copy of this item, you can get it by doing this. So I think there's a few there that we can get. Obviously it takes a bit of time to do that, but it's not the end of the world. Like everything sort of like those sort of quests like get an extra iron or a couple iron in this case. Like it's a bit annoying, but I'd rather do that than kind of lose out on a unique little thing. I guess you could, if I look at smithing, there is the actual ability to really just make crossbow stuff. Doesn't look like it does anything else. Yeah, doesn't really seem like it's that useful, really. Assume we can make steel. It's probably going to be getting up to 40. And then gold, which is obviously good for crafting. So, gotta actually have a look and work out what I can do for that. I think pottery works quite well. I think I did a lot of pottery here and just grabbing things and going back and forth. Can make a bunch of gold rings. I like how just making gold rings and gold necklaces is like easier than just cutting the sapphires and stuff, which can be a little bit annoying at times. I think crafting, it maybe is a bit easier in members because you've got other things to do with it. Do glass work, I guess. Again, pottery, so you just get a bunch of clay and you then take it to the wheel, furnace it. It gives quite a bit of experience from memory. So it might be something I do. Again, use it to level up mining. I haven't touched rune crafting as well, which, I mean, again, that's mining, so get mining up to a high level. You can get the... I think if we can get to level 20, we can get a mithril pickaxe, and that at least will make things a bit quicker. It a bit depends, I guess, on how high in terms of smithing we'll get up to this. I think from 1 to max, it would give us about 20? Would it be 20 levels, I think? 13,000? Could be a bit more. Just looking at some of the other levels and just see if that gives me a good indication of how much I'll get from it. Alrighty. So while we're here, quickly go pick up those wood leaves. Now there is a trick to doing this and I cannot remember what it is. I think it's if you offer him a good price, he'll give you multiple. How much are you willing to pay? 20 coins. You have 2 because you're generous. Thanks. Why did you give me for 15? Okay, so if you always give him 20, he's always going to give you 2. Which is interesting. Just going to do this a few times because I feel like at some point I'm going to need a few wood leaves. and it's just easy to have it there in the bank. We'll do up to 10. So we'll just do another 15. I know it's not technically efficient, but I like flat numbers. God, I wish there was a quicker way of doing this. Here we go. Cool. So I have 10 now just sitting on us. So if I need it again later on, at least I know there's some in the bank that I can just grab out at some point. No stressing about it or anything. I can just literally throw it in, do what I need to do. I'll just grab out the iron. It's probably worthwhile now. Grab some food as well. The lovely. So I cooked all the anchovies and was like, oh yeah, that's good. This will give me a bit of health. And started eating them, not realizing that they give you like 1 HP. So I have this inventory full of just anchovies while leveling up. And everything's just giving me 1 HP. And I'm just like, this was the dumbest idea I think I've ever had. I had like all this salmon and trout in the bank. And I'm like, I could use them later on when I'm leveling up like a lower level skill. I'll just focus on getting like the lower level food and just wasting that on lower level mobs, and it just did nothing. I'm like, I've just got all this anchovies sitting in my bank now, cooked anchovies, but are just useless. Maybe they're used for something else. I don't know. I just know that I have a bank full of them now. And I like to imagine in the bank you have just everything laid out. So like, you know, the bank walks in, they've just got thousands of anchovies from all the players, just throwing cooked anchovies in there. I just like to think just there's a section in the bank that just is full of that, just raw anchovies. I can dream at least in that idea. I think it'd be funny. I was just curious. Okay, so you can enchant with at level 49. Is there a high? Oh, you can do it at. You can do opal. Okay. It's sapphire and opal. Okay. I haven't really ever looked at sort of enchanting the jewelry. You just kind of buy it straight up. Anyways. We've never been to this side, but though I will say it is a bit of a ways out. Can feel a bit exhausting to walk there. Alrighty. Let's see. Talk to Mr. Virgo. Would you like a red berry pie? I've never say no to a red berry pie. We dwarves love them. They're great. Totally not just ignoring that. He ate the tray as well, by the way. He did give me the tray back. By Guffix, that was a good pie. I made it. I'm glad you liked it. Anyone who makes pie like that has to be alright. Can you make me a special sword? Well, after bringing me my favorite food, I guess I should give it a go. What sort of sword is it? I need to make a sword of one of the Falador's knights. He had one which was passed down through 5 generations, but the squire has lost it, so we need an identical one to replace it. Knight sword, eh? Well, I need to know exactly how it looked before I could get a new one. All the Falador knights used to have swords with unique designs according to their position. Could you bring me a picture or something? I'll go ask the squire and see if we can find one. It's funny when you have the stuff, how like handy these sort of quests are. Like you just go in, oh yeah, here's your pie. So you think if he likes pie so much, he would have some like red berry bushes or something around? You know, like if you like the food, you're gonna grow the red berries. I'm just gonna jump in here and knock up my prayer again, seeing that it's at 15. Alrighty, so we go back to the squire, we get a photo of it. I can kind of see why this is just 4 teleports to Falador, a teleport to Varrock. Always the amount of time you spend just walking back and forth. Feels a bit insane when you do it. Alrighty. Just gotta keep heading up north, I guess. It's nice to kind of just relax when you're kind of walking. Don't mind it, just being able to not have to pay too much attention to what's going on. I'm wondering if it's worth farming these wizards, but I guess just using the dark wizards is better because they can just, I remember them just dropping like 20 runes, and it's just like, that's awesome. At least for low level magic me who has barely touched magic. The idea of just being able to, you know, get so much, I guess, stuff from it that will be kind of useful for later on would be worthwhile. Because otherwise you're just kind of, you know, farming for no reason. Or farming for levels, but there's no benefit from it. And you can do like the hill giants and stuff, and I know that they give relatively good loot as well, but at the end of the day, the hill giants are quite popular and free to play, so you tend to, if you're unlucky, you tend to have to jump realms until you find somewhere that's empty, and then you have people obviously trying to steal your stuff if they're a bit stronger than you are. But they obviously give you some decent loot too. And I guess if you want to stay for that loot, you're going to kind of lose it over time. I guess I forgot to get out the iron. The heck of getting the sword. I found a dwarf, but he needs a picture of the sword before I can make it a picture, eh? The only one I can think of is a small portrait of Sir Varian's father, Sir Vivian. Completely reread that set first time wrong. Gives it a pug in his room. Okay, I'll get them. Please don't let him catch you. He mustn't know what happened. I feel like out of the effort, he could just, you know, not lose the sword, I guess. It's probably the easy way to do this, but you could just tell him. Why does he's hiding it so much, but it's not funny. Also, how's a knight not at any stage go look for his sword? That guy's having fun farming. I would argue farming that stuff out is pretty... I would probably be doing these knights too, because I feel like they drop a lot of iron that I could obviously use. And it was kind of... this guy's not even picking up the iron, he's just farming him for the fun of it. Okay. I thought he was, you know... I was like, oh yeah, he'll take the iron because that seems like it makes sense and that's quite handy for him. You know, if he wants to do smithing later on. But nope. I don't think the game's meant to do that. I didn't even know the second levels get like loaded in like that. It's kind of neat. Really like detects that the iron's there. Sorry. Getting a bit late. Alrighty. So let's get the iron out now, because we don't want to waste time having to come back again and going to the bank, obviously, to get iron out after mining it. The other thing I need to think about, or double check, is finishing up. I'm just having a look to see. Doesn't say that if you've lost the sword or if you want to keep your own sword, drop it at this stage, but I might do it. I'll keep both swords and drop it when I basically go back in, because the last thing I want to do is all that effort for it to claim both swords and then, yeah, seems annoying. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if you just, at any stage, go back and make it, rather than having to get him to make it during the quest, and you have to keep it there, and yeah. I assume this guy here's doing... he can't be level 29, so I assume he's done the beads quest imp catcher. I feel like he spent more time doing leveling up that if he's like doing the imp catcher net. Seems a bit wasteful when you probably could have done it to level up your magic beforehand. Maybe. I don't know. I don't run that guy's life, so he could be doing silly things. Alrighty. I will say the area music, because it changes so often because you're traveling, it tends to change quite a bit. Can be a little bit daunting, I think, at first, because it just changes every few, well, not even a few minutes, I would say every 40-50 seconds as you walk through different areas. Don't want to waste any more run speed now, too, because I need to go through this cave with all the dangerous mobs in it. I hope actually getting up to these parts and kind of like seeing the people farming in there and kind of being kind of just fun. And I think that's probably the thing at the moment that I've noticed. And obviously I have to play a lot later nowadays. So if I go on maybe UK or the US realms, there might be a bit more people up. But you kind of see everyone farming and doing things and attacking high level mobs, and because you can see them in that area, you tend to be a bit more impressed about it. So about the sword. Have you got a picture of the sword for me yet? I have found a picture sword I would like you to make. You give the portrait. Yeah, you need to get me some stuff to make this. I'll need 2 bars of iron to make the sword. To start with, I also need ore called bluerite. Bluerite is useful for making actual weapons, except crossbows. Bluerite is useless. Oh, bluerite is useless for making actual weapons except crossbows, but I'll need for decoration for the hilt. It's a fairly rare ore. The only place to get it is under the cliff here, but it is guarded by a very powerful ice giant. Most of the rocks in that cliff are also pretty useless and don't contain much of anything, but there's definitely some bluerite in there. You need a little bit of mining experience to be able to find it. Okay, I'll go find it then. Nice and easy. I have a bunny friend back, so I'm getting a bit of a cuddle with their hand, I guess. She's very happy at the moment. Just giving me kisses the whole time. She always loves her little kisses at this time of night. Tries to constantly kiss you until you stop patting her. And then she'll go for your shoe. And she'll like dig at like the bottom of your shoe, or if you're not wearing shoes, she'll just be biting you. But she likes to nip at your feet until you pay attention to her. I wonder if hobgoblins actually drop anything interesting. I assume they do, but... Alright, there is a particular spot here, which I know that will be good for avoiding the ice guys. I think it's this one here, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I can kill him with 57s. There we go. So we need to get 3. 1 for the diary, 1 for... I assume it's just smelt bluerite, but... Wait, are the giants weaker than the ice warriors? I thought the ice warriors were weaker than the ice giants. Apparently not. Quite annoying. He's gonna... Don't think I can take him on. How much health? 59. We could probably take him. 59. Pop prayer. That will help us stay alive with our shrimp and free trout. Not that I think he'll drop anything useful. Might. I think with enough food, you probably could spend a little bit of time farming these guys, but again, you probably could farm some other stuff that drops, you know, a lot better stuff and is not as dangerous. However, saying that, not having much luck. 0. And we're running our prayer point very quickly. And I think that's what's keeping him from hitting me too hard. We'll find out. We'll get in there. Oh dear. It's curious why it's blue. I guess it's a bit less because I'm using prayer, is it? I didn't actually know if that was a thing or not. He dropped an iron battle axe. Lovely. As I said, don't think they drop anything interesting. Maybe they do on a rare occasion. Got enough health to get past these hobgoblins too. They're not gonna deal too much. Alrighty, we'll heal back up. That's why I brought the shrimp. Might as well. I didn't even know the pirates attacked us. Interesting. Just gonna reorganize my inventory. Not that it really matters there, but... Hang on, how come the oh, I guess the mugger's here. I was gonna say, how come the pirates are attacking him? He's just lower level and he's just standing there chilling. Alrighty. And that's nearly done. Just gotta hand in this, get the sword made. Oh, get the sword made twice. Wonder what he thinks about that when you kind of make him make the sword twice. Can you make me a replacement sword now? How are you doing finding the sword materials? I have them right here. You give the blue-eyed ore and the iron bars to Fergo. Fergo makes you a sword. Thank you very much. Just remember to call in with more pie sometime. Always gotta misread that sometimes, I swear. Alright, so if we drop that, talk to him again. Can you make me a placement sword now? Have them all there. Cool, and we'll pick up it. Might as well pick it up. Always fun to grab it when I can. Alrighty, so finish that. Now we gotta slowly walk all our way back up again. Kind of wish I did spend a bit more time leveling up magic, then I didn't have to walk around constantly. But not the end of the world. Alright, so nearly done this particular quest. That puts us then to... I think we'll try do the Prince Ali rescue, which really all we need is the die for that. And the extra die we can use for Goblin Diplomacy. And then we're very close to just smashing through to doing all the rest of the, I guess, free-to-play quests. Knock out Dragon Slayer, and then we'll jump into members and continue along from there. Alrighty. This should be also a decent amount of experience to level up to. Level 1 smithing, so... I'm kind of glad, because I find at least the start of the levels to be quite painful. I'm going to set it back to random, because the annoying part where you slightly step in between two zones and constantly get the songs changing can kind of be annoying at times. I guess I can also flick on the soundtrack in the background as well. That way it's kind of just got a lot more of the library rather than whatever songs you unlock as you play. Not too bad though. Yeah. I'm just going through all of it. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm missing a few. Just a few songs. Alright. I think if I drop the sword before handing it in and then pick it up after I hand it in, I don't have to stress too much about losing it. Then we'll grab out the coins. Actually, we can probably just drop that one now. So yeah, just need the yellow die for that. That's not too bad. Smashed through most of it. Bunch of coins, rope, beers, pink skirt, bronze bar, pot of flour, bucket of water, ashes, yep, red berries. Yeah. Pretty simple. Alrighty, let's hand this in, and hopefully these not. Nope, he's hidden away somewhere. Oh, there he is. Just being blind, really. Trades a sword. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I seriously worried I would have to own up to surviving. Still don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Give the sword to the squire. And we get a hell of a lot of smithing. Okay, 29. I did not expect it to be 29. I was more thinking on the like level. Yeah, I was thinking more like the ends of iron maybe. Which I guess it is. You still can't make chest pieces and stuff. But oh no, we still can't make steel. Okay. In terms of jewelry though, you can't really make silver either. I don't actually know what silver makes, to be honest. The crafting is not something I really touch that much. Anyways, not a big deal. We'll go finish off this quest, focus on quests, and I'll play around with some of the upscaling so that we're kind of sorted for them later on. Alrighty. So pop that in there to never probably be used again. It's just more of like a little display to say I have it. So we need some rope. We need the beers. I think we'll need a couple more red berries, so I'll just grab a couple out. That's just because I need the dyes for it. So I said, not too sure if I do or not, but we'll find out as I go. Bucket of water. But I grabbed out the clay, but apparently not. Just grab 500 coins, that'll be fine. Alright. Got to do the dye. But I've got to probably start the quest anyway, so... Just wondering, just thinking more, do I just teleport back now, or do I just go make the dye so I just have everything already set? And then all I need to do is essentially just get the key, take it in, hand in all the other stuff to basically set off the quest, walk in, do it, knock it out. Like, this one's quite quick when you have everything. Really, it's just getting everything is a pain. Looking at it, doesn't look like there's too much I need to worry about, really. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'm that worried about this one. It's going to probably just be more running back and forth, really. Let us also look to see. I think we'll knock out Corsair's Curse with Black Knight Fortress at some point together. Obviously, we'll probably start Dragon Slayer, probably knock it all out at once. I feel like just having this sort of the quest to slay a dragon on one day. And I feel like I do need to double check. Probably get prayer up is probably the only thing I need to do now. Prayer, farm a little bit of gold so that I have enough for... Well, yeah, just prayer, really get that up so I can protect from magic. Which is not that far away. Don't know. I'm thinking about it. Depends how hard I hit as well, I guess. I can obviously save spot some of it, I think. I don't know if you can really save spot the dragon. I said I've only done it once, so... And I could honestly, by once, I totally did it, and it was not half health when I got there. That's a story for when I actually get to the dragon. What can I do for you? Can you make some dyes for me, please? Can you make me some yellow dye? Let's make some yellow dye. I realize I need to... I did not have the other things for the other dyes that I need for Goblin Diplomacy. I did grab out the... So I just need orange as well. Which... Shit. I thought I grabbed enough red berries, but I did not. Because I had to obviously make one for the pie. Oh no, I did pull them out. I was worried then. It's just the blue dye that I had to worry about, and then a full yellow. All right, cool. We're lucky. I was really worried then. I was like, oh god, do I have to walk all the way back up to Varrock? Maybe magic is something I'll work in offline just so that I can kind of start moving around quicker. All right, can we make some dye? So we'll need some red dye. Okay, let's make some red dye. Alrighty. Does she have like an option? No, you got to go through all the dialogue. Blue. Alrighty, and then the last one would be one more yellow. Yellow dye. Alrighty, cool. And then to make orange dye, you combine, what is it, yellow and red. I totally did not know how to actually make orange then. The amount of times that I completely forget that is quite funny, to be honest. All right. Do I need red berries? I thought... Look, I'm going to put it in my inventory because it says I need it. I don't think I do. Don't actually know what the red berries would be for. I imagine they'd be for a dye or something, but apparently not. Not a big deal. We'll just really run and we've got them. We've got plenty. I'm kind of glad that I went back then. So I originally just grabbed like one for a pie and one for red dye, and then realized I needed more. So I just grabbed literally all of them, which makes things a bit easier when you think about it. Just grabbing everything and just be like, this is all I need. Just go grab it and do what I need to do. Anyways, let us slowly make our way to the next area to start this quest. I don't mind this one. Kind of at least just gets rid of the gate toll that is there on the between Lumbridge here and I guess the desert. I don't even know what you would call the desert. I never really looked at it. Or Alcarat, I guess. Obviously, the desert's kind of cut off if you play free to play, so it's just there's nothing really there to it. Alrighty. Wearing the armor is also probably not the smartest thing running around, because every time I tend to like start getting even a little bit of run up, I'm like, yep, I'm out. I guess I could grab a bunch of stamina potions as well. I feel like just maybe getting a bit more gold made would help me. Be fun if it actually refunded the coins you got back from using the gate. Because I mean, it'd be kind of handy if you like spend ages using the gate, not bothering to do the quest, and then you got a bunch of gold back from it. Alrighty, nearly there. Which version of the intro is this? Escape Ape. Kind of like it. I think that's something I didn't really do often, was like just sat back and listen to the music, and it kind of makes it quite fun to relax to, because you can kind of... There is a lot of good jams to it, I would have to admit. It's not like, you know, one or two good songs. Like, I think just having it on shuffle sometimes is great. I think one of the F songs, which is going to be members only, but it was like a bunny one. Let's have a look for it. I don't know if it was Bunny Sugar Rush. I don't think it was. I saw another one. Oh, I swear there was another bunny one that I saw, but I played that one, and that one was really fun. Like, just listening to that one, it's just kind of bouncy, and probably is Bunny Sugar's Rush, to be honest. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, we do currently have a very urgent issue we need to resolve, and I do suppose you look like someone who knows how to get a job done. Are you definitely interested in helping? Yes, of course. You can find our spy master, Osman. Osman? I'm going to say Osman, just outside the palace. Go to him and tell him I sent you. He will fill you in on the details of our problem. Alright, I'll go get. It's kind of interesting how he's just like, yeah, go talk to the spy master, like just straight up. Like, do people know that they're a spy master is a spy master? They're not really a spy master if people know that they're, actually the spy master. And if he goes and tells everyone, he's not much of a spy master because his identity's kind of blown. Osman, I was told by the Chancellor to come and speak with you. Apparently you have an issue that I can help with. That would be apt description. How I find you to be very interesting choice by the Chancellor. Why has he chosen you trust to this task over one of our own? Man, that's nice. I just asked if he needed help and he said yes. That man is far too trusting at a time when we must take extra care. However, if he has made his decision, I will not question it. Still, you should know that I will be keeping a close eye on you. Fair enough. So, what is the issue? Prince Ali, heir to the Emir of Al-Kharid, names, has been taken. My spies have already discovered where he is being held, but we may need some help to make the rescue. Well, sure, I can manage that. How do I get about rescuing him? The prince has been taken by a group of bandits led by the self-proclaimed Lady Kelly. They are holding him in the abandoned jail just east of Drenel village. According to our information, Kelly is the only one able to freely move around the area. For you to get the prince out, you'll need to disguise him as her. She will, of course, need dealing with first. Why can't I just go in and kill her and the bandits? And endanger the life of the prince in the process? No, there will be no unnecessary risks. We need to do this with as little bloodshed as possible. Which is not really my thing, being a murder hobo. I feel like just going around murdering is easier, but fair enough. You make a fair point. Do you know what Kelly looks like? She has blonde hair and wears pink clothes. My daughter Layla, one of my spies, is currently in Drenel village keeping an eye on the jail. I'm sure she can help you with the specifics. Before you go, there is one more thing. You'll need a key to get the prince out of the cell. Kelly has the only one. You could steal it, but that... trying to read that. You could steal it, but that seems like a risk we should avoid. But if she has the only one, if she has any copy and I can't just steal it, how do I get the key? If you bring me an imprint of the key with a bronze bar, I can make a copy. I can have a copy made for you. You should be able to make an imprint of the key using some soft clay. Of course, you'll need to find a way to get Cully to show me the key without causing suspicion. I'm sure Layla can help you with that. Sounds like head over to General Village to talk to Layla. Indeed, do you have any further questions before you go? No, I think I have everything I need. Then you should get going. I mean, for a guy that he was like, you're not very trusting, he trusted me a lot. Like, he just like spilled out the whole plan. He wasn't like, I need you to prove something. It's just like, all right, here's the whole plan, but I'm keeping an eye on you. Just feel like it's a interesting way to do it. So we got everything we really need to make the paste, the mold, key mold, make the key, return with the items, free alley, return to Alcaret. Alright, relatively easy. Then the lovely walk up to the Goblin Village. I mean, smash through most of the quests today. I have to say, I do enjoy Demon Slayer. I don't remember the demon being like 7 HP though. I remember it being like 15, 16. 7 seemed really, really low. I don't remember it being like that. Kind of tripped me out for a bit. Kind of fighting it for the first time. Did I bring... Okay, I did bring out the balls of wool. I've got just all like intros that have been changed up a little bit. Yeah, don't really mind it. Just very much feel like I need a way to unlock a bit more of their library just so that when I kind of have on shuffle running around, it's a bit of different music. Kind of don't want to sprint because I know that I'm just gonna pretty much run out instantly, especially with just holding on to everything. Might as well. Save a bit of time at least. Oh, cool. So I can just talk to the... I assume I can just talk to him and get it all done without having to worry. Why, hello there, lad. My friends call me Ned. I was a man of the sea, but it's past me time. I could be making or selling you some rope. Could you make other things apart from rope? I sure can. What are you thinking of? How about some sort of wig? Well, that's an interesting thought. Yes, I think I could do something. Give me 3 balls of wool and I'll have it made. I have them here. Please make me a wig. Okay, I'll have a go. Here you go. How's that for a quick effort? Not a bad, I think. Thanks, Ned. Here's more... There's more to you than meets the eye. English. Alright, there you go. Got a blonde wig. Alright, make the paste. Can I help you with? Can you make some skin paste? Yes, I can. However, I see you already have the agreements. Would you like me to mix it for you now? I like how she kind of just magically knew that. That was quite interesting. That would be simple. Hand me over things over to Agi. Hand it over. Some magic. Make some skin paste. And the Varrock dances. Interesting. Alright. We've got a soft clay. Simply got to run in there. Have a chat with our lovely clueless captor. There we go. Just close the door on him. No need to deal with him. Are you the famous Lady Kelly, leader of the toughest gang of bandits around? Yes, I am, Kelly. You've heard of me then? Heard of you. You're famous. In Gillador. Gillador? I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. I'm going to have to physically practice for a few weeks. That's very kind of you to say. Reputations are not easily earned. I've managed to succeed where many fail. What's your latest plan then? This sounds like Josh Strife, trying to steal information. What's your latest plan then? Why do you want to know? Well, I was actually hoping to join your group. Join us. Interesting. I suppose you do look the type. Murder hobo is Lady Kelly's type. Just a reminder. You'll of course need to properly prove yourself before we let you join us. However, what I can tell you is that we currently have a very valuable prisoner. If all goes well, he'll make us very rich. How do you know someone won't try to free him? There is no way to release him. The only key to this cell is on a chain around my neck, and the locksmith who made it died very suddenly. There isn't another key like this in the world. Could I see the key, please? Why? It will be something I can tell my grandchildren when you're even more famous than you are now. Well, I suppose there's no harm in letting you see it. After all, there's no hope of stealing it. Kelly shows you a small key on a strong-looking chain. Could I touch the key for a moment? Well, only for a moment then. As you touch the key, you take an imprint of it using your soft clay. Thank you so much. You are too kind. You are welcome, but run along. I'll need some time to consider your request to join us. Can you hear, guards? I'm going to join you guys. Apparently, don't even need to talk to her. We can just ignore her. I like that sometimes in the quest you can just ignore the NPCs that basically are meant to give you key bits of information. It's like, talk to this person. Nah, don't worry about it. Oh, those don't look completely sus, don't they? Alrighty. It would be nice if I could just give it all to Kelly. Oh, not Kelly, was it Layla? So that I don't have to walk all the way back and pay another 10 gold fee to go through the gate. That'd be nice. I feel like it is kind of a setup. They're kind of you're helping us, but you gotta pay the gate. Go pay for the pass through the gate. Although I guess the third time, it's only about 30 coins really. Alrighty, pay the toll. I like too if you have too many people paying the toll here. I remember when it got really busy and it'd just be like a jam here because everyone's trying to like spam pay the toll and it's opening and closing, letting one person in at a time. So it was just constantly like a little traffic jam. It was kind of funny. Just like little limitation things that make you laugh at times. Alrighty. Let us run up to this guy. You again. How are things going in journal? I have the imprint of the key. I'll use the copy made. I'll send it to Layla once it's ready. Alrighty. Return with the items. Bring the following items. Talk to Layla. I will get going. It would have been kind of cool if you could give it to Layla to then just automatically deliver it to him. I feel like going back and forth was kind of a pain, but not the end of the world. Just gotta slowly make our way back now. Knew that I'd use all that run speed and then suddenly have to just go for a very slow walk and back to Draenor to finish off this quest. Again, it's very much quite an easy thing to do once you know what you need. Kind of, I don't know, it can kill it at the times, but at the same time, I think a lot of the time it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between objectives, so I don't mind. It's quite fun. Alrighty. Just waiting for that sprint to get up. I really think I'll probably need to smash through agility once I get through that Dragon Slayer. I'll smash through Dragon Slayer in probably hopefully a week or so, and once we've done that, we will probably focus on the member stuff then, and I'll probably just spam agility and a bit of gold making so I can get some stamina potions, because the walking I find has probably been most of this. That's kind of the thing with quests. I find it's a lot of walking back and forth or walking to get different items, which is kind of nice because it makes the world a bit more active when you have everyone walking around doing different things, but you run into that issue where a lot of it's travel time that people try to find ways to cut down, and that, I guess, that's where magic comes into handy, where you can kind of teleport around. I think obviously members can get like teleport tablets or runes that just let them instantly go around and move around. You must be Layla. Your father sent me to help you rescue Prince Ali. Yes, he sent word ahead that you'd be coming. Are you aware of the plan? Yes, in fact, I have everything we need. Good work. Now, before breaking the prince out, you'll need to find a way to deal with his personal guard. He's talkative, so try to find a weakness. Remember, we don't want unneeded violence. Alright, I'll give it a chat to this guard. Before you go, my father sent you this key, and we're good to go. I like how she didn't even question that she was the one with the plan, and we just completely ignored the fact that she didn't need, like, to explain it at all. She just assumed that we knew it. Just like that sometimes. Alrighty. Hi there. What do you want? I have some beer. Fancy one? Ah, that would be lovely. Only one though, just to wet my throat. Of course, it must be tough here without a drink. You hand a drink to the guard, he drinks it in a second. That was perfect, I think enough. Would you care for another beer, my friend? I better not, I don't want to get drunk on duty. Here, just keep these for later. I hate to see you get thirsty, guard. Just drinks them both, just even though he says, I don't want to drink them. That's totally legit. Thanks, that was just what I need to stay on guard. No more beers, I don't want to get drunk. By the way, that's my drunk reading, apparently. I have very good skills at reading drunk words. Totally. Alright, open up the prison gate. Mr. Drunk Guard who completely missed me. Prince Ali, here to rescue you. Oh, thank goodness. What's your plan? Take this disguise. You can use it to get past the guard outside. Thank you, my friend. I must leave you now. Father, pay you well. Right, I can't be bothered walking back, so we're just going to teleport. Might as well just quickly get through it all without having to worry about it. Oh, man. I remember when they actually added that free teleport in. I was so happy because I did not level up magic at all when I was younger, so I just had this teleport that just let me go back to Lumbridge, and it was amazing. Oh, I remember when they had Grand Exchange in, that was also lovely. It's just the sort of like situation where you'd go into trade to kind of miss it. You just had all these people standing around just basically spamming, selling something, and then you'd have like the wonky text or like basically the different styles of text that trying to attract different things. I did not like it because it made like buying and selling things just absolutely impossible, but it was quite enjoyable. Just the, I guess, again, it's sort of like world, like having restrictions there kind of like fleshes out the world at times. So that kind of always makes things really nice. But at the same time, it makes, progressing and doing things more, I guess, a bit more annoying. Like, obviously, if you just want arrows, if you're trying to buy arrows for cheap, you're going to have to go talk to someone. You've actually got to barter with them. You've got to know the actual prices. So, obviously, causes issues. Prince Ali is home safe. You have earned the gratitude of the Emir, I guess that's Emir, for rescuing his son. Please take this payment as a thank you. Alrighty. And that is another quest down. So we're smashing through them. Yeah, I'm going to focus on just goblin diplomacy. And then I guess we could also do X marks the spot. Shield one's going to be annoying because I need another person. So I might just sort that one out so I don't have to deal with people being around. I can just smash it out and find someone to get the opposite item or the opposite shield card for me, really. Black Knight's Fortress, quite simple, just need a few items. Corsair's Curse is a lot of just clicking and reading. I think there's a little bit of combat, but nothing I'm too worried about. At like level 50 combat, I think we're fine. And that's it, I think. Once with that, level up a little bit of prayer just for magic protection or resistance against magic, I think it is. What is it? Protect from magic. So once we get that, that's perfectly for handling the dragon. So go do goblin diplomacy. And we'll kind of go from there and see how we go. Alrighty. Alright, so we're not too bad. Got a little more running now. Got a little more run up. The goblin diplomacy. Load that up, seeing that we're there. You can pull out the dies out of the bank, and the goblin armor is found in the different rooms around the area, so that makes things quite easy. It's interesting that like some of these quests, like all the crafting ones seem to be like teeny tiny in terms of experience. I always hit that off button. Blech. Like being this way. I always find like the crafting always seems to be such low amounts. And then like you do with things like, like the smithing one we did for Knight Sword thing, like got me to 29 smithing. Like I feel like some of the quest like rewards in terms of experience are like insanely different. Something obviously I noticed and was a weird comparison is when I was like, there's no range quest, for example, in free to play. So like you're pretty much leveling from 1. And my god, does it take a while to like start up. I think like I was even with the beginner bow to get to level 10 where you got to the next Adventure John rewards, you would need a like I think I was just running out of arrows, or I'd like just hit the level 10, so I got the next set of arrows, and it kind of felt really shitty because you're like, you know, as a new player, if you're trying to level up that skill, I felt like that system was designed to kind of help you get there and push up to that level 20 mark, so that, you know, you could get 20 of every stat, maybe try everything. But I guess RuneScape is so old that I'm not that surprised that there's not that many people who haven't tried the game before, or at least in some, you know, tried it in some manner, I guess, whether they've, you know, dabbled in it a little bit or they've at least heard of it. I think it does obviously put people off. It is essentially a clicker with a bit of interaction in chat. So, not too bad. I think I did enjoy it when it was a bit more, I guess, in its heyday, when it was just in the 07 sort of era. As I said, I remember things like Grand Exchange being added, and it was just so much fun, of like an excitement of like, I don't need to go to these trades anymore. I can just get all this stuff bought straight directly from it. Did not understand how that system worked as a child. I literally just either put something up really high because it bought instantly, or put something really low. I imagine I have something around here that would actually, I don't think there is actually, but something there that lets you look up the auction house and see what is actually on sale. I like how I put this up here still and it hasn't sold. I don't know even why. I just picked it up and was like, this is this bear fur. It sells for 300. I'm just going to shove it on here and see if it sells. And if it, next time I go in there and it hasn't sold, I'm just going to throw it on really cheap and just see if it sells. Because even if it goes for 100 gold coins, I don't care. It's 100 coins. Might as well. Alrighty. Where are we at? We're nearly there. This is going to be one of these quests where we're just going to sit and talk to them. So we're just going to go for a bit of chatting. And then with that, I think we're done a pretty decent amount of job on it. I find it interesting that guys there using the anvils there. Like, there isn't, unless he probably knows something. Like, that seems a bit of a distance compared to that. Bit of a weird spot to choose, basically, is what I'm thinking. Oh, sorry. Got a bit of a hiccup. Alright. I do like that this shows you... Oh. Yep. Thanks, guys. They scared the crap out of me. I thought I was... I thought I clicked on one of them to start fighting. I'm like, oh crap, now I have to fight the stupid goblin. I like how it actually lets me just mark where these boxes are, because I swear reading a guide and doing these boxes can be kind of a pain. Alright, let's talk to the generals and knock out this quest. All goblins should wear red armor. Not red. Red armor makes you look fat. Everything makes you look fat. Shut up, fatty. Shut up. Even this human thinks you look fat, don't you, human? Yes, he looks fat. Haha, see, fatty? Even human thinks you're fat. Me not care what human thinks. Human ugly. I like how he just comes back. I don't give a shit what you say. You're ugly. Thanks. Do you want me to pick an armor color for you? Yes, as long as you pick green. No, you have to pick red. What about a different color? That would mean me wrong, but at least Wartface not right. Well, Benton's on better been right in his life. Still maybe new color good, but we'll still have to see armor before decide. Human, you bring us armor in new color. Yes, I can do that. What color we try? Orange armor might be good. Yep. Yep, bring us orange armor. I have some orange armor here. I love just having things there. Grabfoot. Yes, General Wartface. Put on this armor. I just love how they have this like dressing area for these sort of little shows. What do you think? No, I don't like that much. It clashes with skin color. We need darker color, like blue. Yeah, blue might be good. Human, get us blue armor. I tell all goblins villagers to wear green armor now. They not listen to you. I already tell them to wear red armor. They listen to me, not you. They know me bigger general. Me bigger general. They listen to me. Human, what color armor are they wearing out there? Did I accidentally click on the wrong one? Half of them are wearing red and half of them are wearing green. Shut up, human. They're wearing green armor, really? Human lying because he's scared of you. Human scared of me, not you? Then you think me bigger general. What, me, man? Shut up, me bigger general. I have the blue armor here. I have some blue armor here. I just love how they just have arguments. Grabfoot. Yes, General Wartface. Put on this armor. Okay, I like the orange. I thought it looked nice on him. What do you think? That's not right. Not goblin color at all. Goblins wear dark, earthy color like brown. Yeah, brown armor might be good. Human, get us brown armor. But I thought brown was the armor you were changing from. Never mind. Worth giving a shot. Best way to say it. We should wear green armor. Brown armor stupid. You stupid. Only stupid goblins think red armor better. No, they don't. Me think red armor better. That's because you're stupid. Me not stupid. Then why you not like green armor? Because red armor better. Only stupid goblins like that, you stupid. I thought that was going to go again. One loop. I think reading some of these quests do make you slightly insane. I have some brown armor. Grabfoot. Yes, General Wartface. Put on this armor. What do you think? That color quite nice. Me can see myself wearing that. It is a deal then. Brown armor it is. Thank you for sorting out argument, human. You have reward now. Thanks, I think. Well, there we go. And level 9 crafting. Lovely. Let's go pop this gold bar in the bank. They're all still wearing green and red armor. So clearly they didn't, the other goblins didn't like it that much. They're all still wearing their original colors they were told to wear. Maybe they'll change eventually. We'll give them a little bit. Gotta go basically re-dye all their armor back to brown. I mean, just get a bunch of dyes and just smush them all together. That's how you make brown, right? Just a bit of everything. That's basically however I ended up with colors whenever I made paint. Just like got every color, just smashed it around it all. I ended up brown again. Actually, that's basically any color mixing I do, to be honest, because I just don't remember mixing colors that well. Not the artsy abilities. Not the most artsy abilities I have is a better way of saying it. Alrighty. Oh look, we have people lining up in different and matching outfits and different hats. That seems a bit weird. Anyways. I think I've seen weirder people, but that one seemed interesting enough. I feel like get a few more lined up and it'll look interesting, like having the same people wearing 4 or 5 different, or 4 or 5 of the same people wearing different out. That was not what I wanted to say. 4 or 5 different people wearing the same outfit, all lined up. There we go. Took a little bit. Alrighty, let's have a look. Let me load up the quest pane again. We're not that far. I think we're going to call it for here for tonight. I think we did pretty good. We've got a few more quests to do. Essentially, what, 4 more quests, and then we're going to focus on Dragon Slayer. So in that time, I will do a Shield of Arav. Maybe just get the stuff there ready to hand in, so we don't have to worry too much about it. And just dealing with trying to find a person to help me with that quest. The other few ones are quite easy from memory. Obviously, one needs a cabbage, iron chain body, bronze mid helm. I think I just gotta do a bit of mining to level up so I can make iron. Bronze mid helm, very easy again. Corsair Curse, basically being able to kill a level 34 mage. And X marks the spot's just a spade, so quite easy to do. And then I'll do with this, basically. Alrighty. Appreciate you all for watching. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you later. Peace.